gentlemen, welcome back to Chaturday. It's been an interesting one this past couple of weeks, and I see somebody saying better now. I'm in a better mood. I needed a break from streaming and everything because I was getting burnt out and all that shit. And also, like, today, I didn't know if I was going to go live because I woke up this morning with a raging migraine. Kind of felt like I just realized BGM was off. I was trying to make it so I could hear it, not turn it off. But I woke up with a raging headache. I don't know why. So I'm still nursing that. So we might have a shorter stream because goddamn, it was fucking hurting. It was not a fun one. I wasn't even drunk. I haven't drank in a little while, so there's that. But real quick, yikes, Powerful Quill with a $10. Well, not just that. Actually, I did that wrong. It's been a little while because he's also making it rain. Making it rain over here. Thank you so much, yikes, Powerful Quill. But he says, thoughts on GTA 6? Not going to pre-order for gaming to have future. It needs to fail. It's not going to fail. Don't... Anybody thinking that GTA 6 is going to fail is insane. Headache or migraine, huge difference. I think it was a migraine because it was right over here. But real quick on GTA 6, won't fail. It's already going to break records. It is going to be the biggest game out there right when it launches. And it's kind of just going to be like a reality now. GTA 6 will become the new standard for some of these games, which sucks. I am actually not a fan of what they're doing with this game. The whole idea of locking so much of like the cosmetic stuff behind the Ultimate Edition, that's ridiculous. If you're going to lock stuff behind the Ultimate Edition, it shouldn't be like... It should be stuff that isn't that important. But when you're locking so much cosmetics behind that, that's ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. See Jason saying I wake up to a headache. My wife, I get to say that after 19 years together. Hey, Jason, by the way, I did get your DM. Shout out to you. I saw what's going on right now with you. Bro, that's fucking awesome. If you guys didn't know, Jason has a GoFundMe out there and everything. Jason's the guy that got made fun of by the quartering, I believe. And like, he's over here killing it. So shout out to Jason. It's super cool to see where you are right now, buddy. I hope everything goes up, okay? I hope everything gets better in your life. I am here for you, man. Sorry, I needed to take a swig. Got gamer subs. I got gamer subs. I have a case of beer in the other room, and I haven't opened it for a while. I have been sober for a long time now. I've been sober as of right now for over a week. And I, by the way, when I say this, I don't have a drinking problem at all. I don't drink all the time. I drink maybe a case of beer, and I drink it right around like on the weekends. I drink like maybe a couple beers from Friday to Sunday, but I haven't drank for over 2 weeks now. So I feel pretty good, feeling good, focused. I'm having a good time. You can't push through. A true migraine sounds like a headache. That's a good thing. Can't push through a true migraine. Sounds like a headache. Well, it was like right here, and it was every time I looked at the light. And what I have to do when I get these the headaches like this that just come on now and then, I have to basically wrap my entire head up in a blanket and just lay in darkness. Question: what is gamer subs? Am I saying that right? No, you're saying that right. So gamer subs. If you guys know what G Fuel is. You probably have heard of G Fuel and stuff like G Fuel. It's similar to G Fuel, except it helps out smaller content creators around the world. They're really cool. It's a small business, and they put out essentially zero sugar, keto friendly energy drinks. It's a little expensive, but god damn, it is so good. And their cups are also really cool. Like this is the Smug Alana cup. So here's her frost form. Here's her fire form. Cups are really cool. They help out people, and their energy drinks are actually really cool. Got Ristapan Dermy migraine wafers. Ooh. I drink 2 pints of vodka a day. What problem? Energy drink, yes. They also have non-caffeinated versions, and they have sleeping variants, so it does work out. Possibly caffeine withdrawal. It might be. I do have caffeine addiction. I will admit to that. I have a caffeine addiction, and I try to deal with it, so it's not fun. So there was that. It also might be just too much light. Like, yeah, I've been sitting in this office a lot this week, focusing on making videos instead of streaming, just like trying to get my head out of some weird funk I was in. But now I'm here and everything, so it could have just been the lights were shining down on me too much. I don't know. It was not a hangover, I can guarantee you that much. But anyways, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. And again, I don't know how long this stream's gonna be because we only have a handful of things to go over. I have a couple like small things, but we only have two main things. But real quick, yikes, Powerful Quill with another $10. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Says, last week you were asking about the blood and the Wolverine. If it's like prototype, I will be happy. I think you mean we were talking, and yeah, we were doing that. Loud doesn't equal funny. I don't really give a shit. I don't give a shit. Never cared, never gonna give a shit. Is what it is. Anyways, I want to cover this real quick because I saw this morning. If this is real, what the fuck is wrong with people? What the fuck is wrong with humanity? We've gone too far. I'll say this. We've gone way too far. And I see this. Okay, this is for Bad Banner. We have gone too far as a human society if this is a real thing. We don't need this. We don't need cakes flavored like Monster Energy. What the hell is wrong with humanity now? Why are we making cakes like this? I don't get it. I don't get it in the slightest. This is a bad idea all around. This is not something that should be supported in human society. This should be punished. We need to get rid of this. Monster Energy is already bad for you. I had a major monster addiction. That's why I have a caffeine addiction. I fully accept and acknowledge that. I also have a nicotine addiction. I'm well aware of that stuff. But something like this is not okay with human society. This needs to be punished outright, gotten rid of. What have we done? We have gone too far. Way too far with this shit. Did he just say we don't need cake? No, we need more cake. Okay, let them eat cake. I'm fine with cake. It is Monster Energy flavored cake that we don't need. Alpha Bravo says because we can. No. Sometimes because we can doesn't mean we should. Just because we can do something doesn't mean we should do something like this. Exactly. We don't need something. This is a bad idea. White Monster also is meh. It's not that great. I know a lot of people like White Monster primarily because it's sugar-free and all that, but it's still not good for you. Haha, yeah, it's definitely a caffeine withdrawal, headache / migraine. Welcome to being old, bud. Oh god, I hate them. Also haven't been drinking. I think yesterday I only had one thing of this. So yeah, actually it might have been a caffeine withdrawal. I tried my hardest not to drink too much caffeine yesterday, so. But this is all bad. All bad. Yeah, I can't get out of hand. Like, White Monster isn't even that good. I will say this, the red, white, and blue Monster, though, that was surprisingly tasty. And I did get addicted. I got super addicted to that stuff. It's not good for human society to be adding this stuff. Why are we making this a good thing? Why are we supporting this? And is it just me, or is it weird how white monsters have become like this main staple in human society? Like everybody drinks white monsters nowadays. I find it kind of creepy. Vitamin water energy is good to wean off soda. I do this. Gamer subs. Gamer subs is what I do. If I ever get a gamer subs thing, if I ever get a chance to do that, I'm going to try to make mine taste like root beer because they don't have one. Typing this while smoking a ciggy, lol. We all have our vices. I used to smoke. There's days when I miss it. I miss it. I smoked Marlboro Smooth 100s. Trust me, there's days when it's like, I want a ciggy. God. But, try my hardest not to. John Mick says, it would be better if for you to eat the can than to consume its content. That's really bad. Hey says, drink water. You can't. I mean, I drink water too, but I also drink unsweet iced tea. I know, I'm that kind of a monster out there. I drink unsweet iced tea. I don't want sugar in my iced tea. People that drink sweetened tea, you guys are weird to me. But I drink unsweet iced tea, water, and that's what I do, especially with my current job. With my current job being the way that it is with the heat and stuff, I have to constantly stay hydrated. What is this? I'm down to bay water with caffeine powder, almost there. Ooh. Ooh. Tea, you British? No. Hate how dry unsweetened tea makes your mouth. It doesn't make my mouth dry at all. It feels good. You're a sick man. It is what it is. But let's keep moving forward because we have a couple subjects tonight, couple main subjects. Let me see if I have them all pulled up. Like the longest part of tonight will probably be the quartering segment. We got a few things elsewhere as well, and I glitched out there. Sorry about that. Real fast, I do want to address this. Just a small thing. We're not going to do a whole big motion on this or talk about this super long. It shouldn't even really be a clip or anything. But Liam's out there crashing out again. So I saw that going down. Liam, for the past, I want to say it was last week I got told about this. Essentially, Liam was out there crashing out on that Star Wars girl, Cecil, and Nick Ricada, and saying that he's going to be going out there and just fully flagging them entirely, rescinded any defense for that Star Wars girl and shit. And it's so fucking idiotic right now. Like, he's doing a war now with Ricada. And he's trying to flag down Ricada. I might not like Ricada in the slightest. I might think he's a weirdo. Don't be flagging people. Flagging's fucking stupid. But this here, like, this is next level spazzery going on here, which isn't even fun. Like, I quit talking about Liam because it just wasn't fun anymore. Like, the dude's such a fucking spurg that every time you talk about him, he might come by and start going out of his way to punish you and get you in trouble. And it's like, it's not fun. It's just not fun to talk about him. He shouldn't be doing this flagging shit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Sick burn, bro. What is this? What was his name? Jason. I was given an ultimatum 20 years ago. Either I quit smoking or we split. 3 packs a day of Marlboro Red 100s by the time I quit. Ooh. I mean, that is bad. And I see Will Buddy says, good morning. How are you? It's not morning. It's like evening. It's evening. I see Malbus as well. Yeah, but with Liam, dude, the Liam drama is just so unfun. Unfun? Is that a word? Not fun. It's annoying. The dude is a schizo like never before. And it's not entertaining to actually engage with him. If Nick didn't get flagged the casino, didn't flag the casino back then, he should learn from Nick. If Nick didn't flag the casino back then, he should. Yeah. 1047A. Oh yeah, you're an Aussie boy, aren't you? You're a weirdo. Liam is just a few letters away from Leech. That's also true. So Calf Dad, I'm trying to read that. I saw that. Saw a 4-year-old video from a CG guy about Liam. It was exactly the same shit as today. Liam will never change. Yeah. Did I see the offended Angry Joe defenders in my thing? Yes, I did. Like there was somebody the other day who goes like, what's with all the racist puns? And it's like, because they're funny. That's why. Here, why don't we do that? Why don't we start off with Angry Joe? Let's do the Angry Joe section, shall we? I want to pull one little thing up for Angry Joe. Allergies, man. Real quick. Oh. I think I got it. Real quick. That's how you handle when you have to sniff or anything like that. You okay, bro? Yeah, I'm okay. I had some allergies and stuff like that, and I mute whenever that shit's going on, so it's not into the mic. That's how you handle shit like that. But let me pull this up. Rotten Tomatoes, Supergirl. So, real quick. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We are gonna do this because this is funny. So we got Angry Joe crash it out right now, hardcore. And I like to pull this stuff up, primarily the Supergirl Rotten Tomatoes score, because it's sitting at a 56% right now amongst critics. And I see a lot of people out there constantly trying to act like it's some big insane thing. Like it just means that, you know, there's more people that still like it. There's chances for people to actually like it and shit like that. It's not good. The movie is so bad. It is insanely awful right now. Oh God, it's so bad. And the man who's crashing out hardest about this movie is Angry Joe. Now, if you guys don't know about Joe, he defended the movie hard fucking core. Like so hardcore. He tried his hardest to make this movie succeed. I need to find the clip. Here, you know what? I'm doing you guys a disservice. I need to find the clip. Like, he wanted this movie to succeed, but let me go Mr. Grizzy. Let me find the clip because it's so fucking funny. Oh God, Grizzy. Tweeting out like never before. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here's the clip, guys. Here's the clip. So I got it here. I'm going to turn off BGM for a second, but here's the clip, everybody. Here it is on how hard he wanted to support this movie.
I am looking forward to it, and I hope it does well. Please go out and support it. Please go out and support it. Go out and support your boy, okay? You go out and watch the movie, you're supporting what your boy likes and making me happy.
I mean, just look, isn't this other Joe? Yeah, this is other Joe right here, not Alex, because this one's Alex, right? And I get him mixed up sometimes, but you can see, like, he's cringing here. He's dying. Look at how cringeworthy he is. Look at this dude. It's so sad. Like, this whole clip in itself is sad because he would go on in some of his other posts and stuff, and I've put in my videos where he's like, we always said that it was going to be bad. Even where this clip came from, we said it was not going to do good. It was going to be a bad movie. Then why are you telling your audience to go out and support it? What? Why? Like, this is insane. By the way, guys, by the way, we got another $10 doodles. Shout out for you. Thank you so much, says for the this is from Cash, says for the kick Dermy and the wee in Vegas for saying gay things in Discord fun, edited for YouTube purposes. You know the words I wanted to use. Hey, I said some gay shit behind the scenes. Yes, and I'll admit it. Okay, it is what it is. No, I have great friends though, so shout out to them. But anyways, back to Joe. This is just super cringe. You said you wanted the movie to succeed. You pleaded with your audience to go see this movie, even though you say yourself you thought the movie was gonna be shit, but you wanted the Lobo movie. You wanted a Lobo movie. How the hell would you get a Lobo movie? There's no Lobo can't have a movie. He's only ever gonna be a side character. He's a great character, but he's a side character. That's it. I love him as a character, but there's no chance for him to have a full-fledged movie. Maybe a TV series at the best, but a movie, nah. But we had this. This is from, I want to say, yes, yesterday or so, where he comes out and says this. Yeah, happened with Superman 2. He was too woke and weak. Same dudes dogpiled it. Fox News hated it. Again on political lines. Plus Snyder Freaks tried hard to bring it down. Couldn't ignore the ones and tens. Look at unweighted at 5.7, which is a mass audience. Your score 4 out of 10 range. Our score 4 out of 10 range. Dude, this movie, 4 out of 10 is generous. I'm gonna say it. With this movie, a 4 out of 10 is being very generous. It's sitting at about a 3 out of 10, maybe a 2 out of 10. That's how bad it is. I heard Lobo was afraid of poison in the movie. He's immortal, for fuck's sakes. Yes, he was afraid of poison. That's true. That's an actual thing. He was terrified of poison. Doesn't affect him at all. He's terrified of poison in the movie. It's so bad, guys. Bros. When I'm telling you that the Supergirl movie is bad, it's bad. But like, here's the thing. Here's the thing with this, okay? Dude, I would actually argue Supergirl is a woke movie. I can actually argue that. It is so filled with feminist bullshit to the point that it's so insane. It is just chocked full of this stuff. It's constantly demeaning Superman. It treats everybody else like shit. Supergirl is an awful character. I could actually argue that this is a woke movie. Now, is it on par with some other woke content that's out there? No, but this is hands down just a woke content. Out the gate, I could outright say this one. But I'm going to still tackle it, not on it being super woke. I'm going to tackle it on the storytelling aspect, where it's shit. It's just awful. And Joe's, if you're going to say it's awful, then quit trying to defend it, dude. If you're saying it's a 4 out of 10, quit doing this stuff. The anti-woke grift falling off when your parents are doing it and effing it up. It's just not fun anymore. Super bisexual Supergirl movie, desperate to keep Hollywood woke. I mean, instead of posting a screenshot, you could just post the clip in general. Like, you could just post the clip, because I would argue this, it's girl boss. She's constantly doing the thing that all the men do. She's demeaning all the men constantly. She's not a good person. She's trying to be her own hero. And in the end of the day, she's a vile monster. It's not a good thing, but you could post the full clip, you know? We have this from Jeremy, which I love, because, yeah, Joe, you need a Snickers, dude. You need a Snickers, because we also got this one. So, responding to Tiger King, you are really just going to die on the Supergirl hill, huh? It's ass. You are wrong, except that Chudum was correct. Yes. It was bad. It was atrocious. What more do you want? Just say that it was bad and atrocious. But he says, these chuds can't hold more than 2 ideas in their head at once. Wait, Supergirl is ass, but not woke? I mean, it is. Does not compute. No. Superman, the movie Superman, the last year Superman, 2025, that movie was ass, but not woke. I will say that. It was ass, but not woke. It was just a bad movie. This is girl boss all over the place. Intersectional feminism up the wazoo, constant woke garbage there. But I don't get how you can't understand that. I don't see that. You know, are you not capable of understanding that it is woke and shit? 2 things can be true. But we keep going on. Pokes fun at woke grifting over Supergirl on X. No, you crashed out at that. You crashed out on Tisperu for saying nothing, and then you agreed with him. Angry Joe must then have said he loves Supergirl film and defend it. Angry Joe bad. I mean, you crashed out so hard that, yeah, it's kind of shocking to see where you are now. We were expecting you to, you know, slop the knob, just like you did with the 2025 Superman movie, where you changed your score like 3-4 times. So stop with this. We see where this is going. This shit is so fascinating and revealing. It's no wonder y'all are so easy to manipulate. The chuddum stop. I mean, Chuds won at the end. You crashed out over the Chuds and the anti-woke grifters and all that. And by the end of it all, you agreed with us. You agreed that the movie was bad, that there was plot holes, that it was just nonsense. And everybody else looking at it, analyzing the trailers, the red carpet, the interviews, everything there, everybody that saw that stuff came to the same conclusion that it was going to be bad. It was going to be annoying. It wasn't going to be good. Please play the Critical Drinker review. It's a masterpiece. We could do that here in a bit. I wouldn't have a problem doing that here in a bit. I actually think I haven't seen his review yet. I did have to see a couple reviews because the version that I saw had some like Spanish subtitles in it. Let's say that. You do the math. So I had to look up what the fuck was being said in some areas because I ain't giving this shit money. Oh my god, it was so bad. But we have this one. I thought, okay, he's back to reality when you screamed mostly about it not following the book. And then this. Dude, you are literally taking a flamethrower to your brand. Meh, have at it. People don't understand nuance anymore. The point they don't want you to hear is that Supergirl failed on its story writing, bland visuals, and directing poor script, and even more so, the lack of popularity of a derivative character. So again, everything we were saying prior to this movie coming out, She's not a super popular character. She should not be your second mainstay character. It should be Batman or Wonder Woman. They're not gonna ever. The book itself was from Tom King. It was gonna be an atrocious book. Tom King's writing was awful. Bland visuals we saw from the trailer was gonna be bland fucking visuals. The story writing, I don't get what you're. Dude, everything you're talking about here, we were saying prior to the movie coming out. Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it. Not on its wokeness. It's not a film or its day before LGBT interviews. If it's not in the film, it is in the film, or it's day before LGBTQ interviews. If that somehow torches my brand to say and to not bandwagon onto the in vogue on X anti-woke grifting scene, then so be it. Yes, there's no LGBT nonsense in there, but the feminism, hardcore fucking feminism. So yes, it has that, dude. It has that. We got this one. You yourself said the movie was bad and you're still here defending it. Why do you think this is defending the film's content? We literally gave it a 4 out of 10. Then why keep crashing out like this? I don't get it. Why are you crashing out on this shit? And gave actual reasons why. Can we not have a nuanced discussion on why it failed? Not on X. Why are you trying to have a nuanced discussion on X? It's X. Nuance goes out the window. Are you really trying to have nuanced takes on X? That's not possible. I'm seeing a pattern from so many of you on here. Could it be that so many of y'all are under the wrong impression about my opinions on the film because y'all were lied to by YouTubers you trusted? I mean, you went out there and told people to go watch shitty content fully knowing I was gonna be shit. But that's on you, not me. You. The content creators out there that you're crying about, you know, Nerdrotic, as Heal versus Critical Drinker, Disparu. If they think something's gonna be bad and then change their opinion after seeing it, they're honest about it. And a good example of that was Masters of the Universe. A lot of them went in thinking that it was gonna be bad. A lot of them came out thinking that it was really good. Myself included. I thought it was gonna be meh. And I came out was like, man, I kind of want more of this. Another example of these people being honest and being able to actually, you know, accept their takes. Not Critical Drinker, but Gary, Az, and Mahler. 3 of them, okay? 3 of these guys. These 3 content creators all have different opinions on Wolverine X-Men. Az loves it. Gary thinks it's meh. Not myself. Mahler hates it. Myself, I love it. I'm in the Az camp there. I love it. But those 3 all have different opinions about it, talked about it, and still do a show together. It's like we are confident in our opinions and our takes and our discussion. You, however, had to change your own opinion on Superman 3 times. He said that it was shit originally, then he gave it a better score, and finally finished by giving it like an 8 out of 10, saying it's a masterpiece. After watching it multiple times. Myself, I watched it twice. And I ended up coming to a position where it's not a good movie, but I do enjoy aspects of it. It's still a bad movie. I could say that. I have no problem saying that. Joe, on the other hand, gets bullied into his positions by his own audience. Hey, we got this one. Let's see. Joe was looking forward to this like a complete retard. I mean, yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Man, Millie's film may have sucked, but she was dead accurate about a lot of these shit stains. Clicks on Avatar, sees bio and feed. That seems about right. Is X just AI slop and trolling now? Yeah. Yeah. Quite literally, yeah. X is just AI slop and trolling now. But are you shocked? Like, yes, but we have this one here, and I want to read Arch first. So, Joe is so far out of his depth here. The movie was written by a woman with 0 achievement. That's a fact. The writer of this movie had 0 real credits to her name outside of one 20-minute little short movie. There was no reason for her to write this movie in the first place. It doesn't make any actual sense. The villains are all white men. Gonna give a little pushback. I think there was one non-white dude. I think. I don't know. The movie was really dark and hard to see, so there might have been one non-white dude. The heroes are all women. Kara does not kill the poor, misunderstood female pirates, and the list goes on. Which, again, all those is accurate. Tech pirates, all female tech pirates, no killing. We just destroy their ship, and then we get the info, and then we move on. The bad guy, though, we completely destroy everything about him. Yeah, he's a bad dude. He's a bad dude who's white and looks like Pinhead, like an off-brand Pinhead. Like, I could sit here and say there might be one non-white bad guy if we don't even account for the aliens. But yeah, for the most part, the main villain's white. It was easy to see from a mile away, but we go back to Joe. The heroes are not all women, dumbass. If you're gonna say Lobo was a hero in the movie, he barely has any impact. Like, none whatsoever. The only thing that he manages to do, if we want to argue that he had impact at all in the movie, at the very end, he, air quotes, saves Kara after she gets shot up by a bunch of Kryptonian arrows, or kryptonite arrows that should have killed her. She saves her by killing the dude that was about to kill her, mainly because that's the dude he was sent to kill and like bring in for a bounty. That's about it. So I guess he's got her a little bit of time, but he didn't really do anything else. He was not at all really a part of the movie. He didn't do anything outside of that thing. There's nothing there. He wasn't even a hero. So the hero is the Asian girl who talks a lot like this. It's kept saying how I'm going to go out there and kill Krem. I'm going to go out there and kill Krem. She makes her motives very clear over and over again. I am going to go out there and kill Krem. And I guess Supergirl's technically the hero, but she's not a hero. She's a fucking villain. Ripley is a hero and everyone loves her. Yes, but this requires nuance because she actually, you know, became a hero through her own actions. She was actually there to save the day. She actually tried stuff, you know. She actually has like a character arc and development, and she's not a girl boss. She's written well, yes. The brigands are not all white men, lol. I mean, maybe one that's a little darker. It might be Latino. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. He could be Italian. Who told you this shit? Sounds like you are literally looking for reasons to see yourself and your identity reflected in the villains due to brain rot. Sure. Too much anti-woke YouTube content consumed. The one thing I agree on is why was Anna picked to write the film with no real experience, then given a Teen Titans and Wonder Woman next, which are never going to come out, and again, awful decisions. What the fuck? They need to reevaluate her abilities, or was the flute with Craig too? Or was the fault with Craig too? A man, he said he didn't even look at a comic before coming up with the pitch / style. And before we say it's because she's a woman, it's not. Camera, if this is your depth, you've literally shit yourself in the pool. What does shit yourself in the pool even mean? I don't know that one. No. Here's the thing. Bottom line, Joe. Bottom line. The movie is woke. It actually is. I could go through it easily. Feminism all the way. Villain is a white dude that is comically bad. Not even like funny comically bad. Like just he's bad for the sake of being bad. There's no actual story or development. There's so much and then storytelling. It's not because of this, then this. It's just happens to happen like this way. Things happen to go out there and just cause this effect. There's no cause and effect. It's just happening. Things happen for the sake of things happening. White men villain, already said that. And with the writer has no credits. The director was already bad. The story was based off of Tom King's story, even though the Tom King story isn't even the film, so it's even worse as it is. And it really does look like James Gunn just wants this whole world to be destroyed. Like, he never doesn't care. He wants his way of doing this. And Joe, The weirdest part about this is you accept that the movie's shit. You accept that this is atrocious, but yet you keep crashing out over people saying why it's atrocious, saying why it is bad, pointing out these consistent trends. It doesn't make any sense, dude. And quite literally, you have become lolcow status at this period of time. You are a monumental lolcow, and there's no getting around it, dude. You're just gonna keep crashing out, and I'm gonna keep milking you for all your good. Yeah, for all you're worth. I'm gonna keep milking it. Him and Nolan are just terrible old men. No, I disagree with that. Nolan can actually put out good content. He goons Sakara. Listen, there's some good Supergirl outfits out there. I will say that. But no, Nolan can actually write, but with the Odyssey, which I think the Odyssey is just an example of Nolan being pretentious and sniffing his own farts and thinking they don't smell. That's what I think with the Odyssey there. He thinks that everything he's going to put out will always do great and fantastic numbers, when in reality it won't. Wearing that outfit and saying, my cousin, dude, is broken. Exactly. Yeah, Nolan's issue is he's becoming pretentious and becoming the thing. Very similar to, shit. Not George Lucas, but George Lucas's friend who... He did Disclosure Day. Shit, what's his name? Jurassic Park, E.T. No, he didn't do E.T. That was, yeah, he did do E.T. Shit, what's his name? What's his name? Sure, I'm blanking. I'm drawing a blank. Steven Spielberg. Spielberg, yes, yes. He's becoming Nolan's becoming Spielberg. Because Spielberg at one point in time was there for the audience, there for the people out there. He was making fun stuff. He was an outsider coming into the biz. And now Spielberg makes Disclosure Day and West Side Story. And West Side Story, he specifically said he would not put out English subtitles in that movie because he wants to be there for the Spanish people. Well, then when the Spanish themes comes up and you can't understand Spanish, you're not going to know what's being said. Like it goes... It's like there's things happening here and I can't understand it. That's bad. So Nolan is becoming the next Spielberg. At one point in time, he was putting out these great, excellent films, and then he became pretentious. So the normal people are just tired of those flops. Yes. I have faith in Gunn. He is still in the FA stage, fuck around stage. After Find Out, he will pivot. Nah. Kipcast, I was a super Gunn guy. Like, I loved Gunn's films. Almost every Gunn movie prior to Superman 2025, I thought was a masterpiece. I'm even a fan of Brightburn, even though Brightburn's a little weird. I love them. Actually, scratch that. I was not a fan of Guardians 3. I don't like Guardians 3 just because I feel like it's too forced on some areas. Villain's fantastic, but like the triggering effect to Guardians 3 doesn't make sense to me. Like, why is Rocket Raccoon all of a sudden having like this survivor's guilt and all this nonsense going on? He should have had it well before that. And yes, James Gunn is a one-trick pony. Excuse me. I had a tickle. James Gunn is a one-trick pony for sure, Adam. He's really good at anti-heroes and kind of like the misfits, you know, like the people that don't really belong. He's really good at create stories like that. So like Suicide Squad, Guardians, these things, they worked for him. He would be perfect for something like a Booster Gold movie or Booster Gold with Blue Beetle. He would have been perfect for stuff like that. Not Superman, not Supergirl, never a Batman, never a Wonder Woman, never characters that are truly the embodiment of heroism. He can't do it. He has no capabilities of touching that. Money will override the rest. Maybe I'm wrong, but hopefully. Kipcast, I don't think so. And here's the thing. Well, money will come into play, especially with the the Paramount deal. With Paramount buying Warner Brothers, it's over for him. You get one more movie, probably, maybe two, maybe. That's a big maybe. But you get mainly one more movie, which is going to be the Superman Man of Tomorrow movie, and then it's done. Brightburn got too much hate from what I heard, which was disappointing. Brightburn is an interesting movie. It just came out at a really bad time. because the thing with Brightburn is practically, especially nowadays, it's bad Superman. How many bad Superman stories do we have? We have a lot. You could go to Viltrumites from Invincible. You could go to The Boys with shit. I'm blanking on the main villain's name. I can't remember his name right now. But The Boys, bad Superman. Viltrumites, bad Superman. Yeah, bad Superman and that Mercury whatever movie show that was on Netflix for a little while before getting canceled. It's bad Superman everywhere. And that's what Brightburn was the same story, but just with a sadistic, murderous bastard. Homelander, thank you. So it's just gotten so... Oh, I glitched out there. It's been overplayed to the point that it's not fun anymore. It's like, oh, bad Superman. Oh, you meant after DC is the fuck around? Oh, yeah. Once DC's done, I'm wondering if he will go back to Marvel. I do wonder if that's going to be a reality. And I wonder if he will eventually go back to Marvel because, dude, it's so bad. Brightburn was going for a way more darker setting, in my opinion. It wasn't just bad, but truly evil. Yes. Yes. Like, he was truly evil in that movie. He didn't care. Like, where Superman is the beacon of hope, the beacon of, like, good. He is a good being. The Brightburn Superman, because that's, I don't remember what his name is. They call him Brightburn, I think. But Brightburn was the antithesis of what Superman was, where he's truly vile. And it was an interesting take. And there's a lot of cool little moments there because you have your Kents and everything like that. You have the entire story of Superman early days. And then it's just quite literally knocks them all out, kills them all. He kills his mom by literally lifting her up into the air, holding her, and then crashes her into a fucking airplane, killing so many people and his mom. It's like, wah! They need a sequel to it. You're not going to get a sequel. That's a sad thing. Hey, 7 points. How are you doing? How are you doing? Dieter? Yes, I'm not kidding. He kills his mom by lifting her up into the air, holding her. She's begging for her life. And then a plane comes by and he just slams her into a plane, killing crashing the plane and killing his mom. And he's the only survivor. That's how the movie ends, is he gets basically put into a home. He gets put up for adoption, more or less. Holy shit, that's insane. Yes. If you think about Brightburn is essentially the story of Superman when he gets his powers, but if he was a sadistic monster. Mini Homelander, I'd say he's worse than Homelander. That's psychotic. Yes. What he did to... Like, they have the kryptonite, they have everything there to, like, he's one and the same, just sadistic. I think he kills a little girl, too. I think it's been a little while since I watched it. It's a great movie. I think it's an okay movie. I do like it, but it's been a little bit since I watched it. You want to see that? Got it. I'll check it out sometime. It is an interesting watch. Yes, he did break her arm. I remember, like, did he kill her mom? Like, there was a school bully, and the bully is being mean, and then he breaks her arm, and then he does something to her mom that I don't remember what he does. But it's terrifying. Actually scary to have somebody like this out there. But I do want to talk about this a little bit more. We're gonna stay on the guys he kills in the truck is a rough scene. Oh, I can't remember that. I need to rewatch Brightburn. I need to rewatch it because I remember he kills his dad. His dad so like the Pa Kent tries to stop it. He actually tries his best to stop everything, does what he can, and just straight up yeets his dad. And it's tragic. Watch together on stream. Can't watch it on stream because I would get copyrighted. I would. And it's too dangerous to watch together on stream. I'll figure something out. I'm reading King Sorrow. Gonna be a great movie or series if done right. What's King Sorrow? Sounds interesting. I'm curious. Oh, you know what? Do I have this pulled up? I don't know. Do I? Yes, I do. IGN, but with Dermy commentary. No. Dermy commentary would be bad. I'll be like, yo, dude, he take that bitch. That would be my commentary. But here's the thing. On the notion of like superheroes and everything, where we're getting the shitty content as well right now, and Batman Cape Crusader is about to be coming back. And we wouldn't be. That's also true. But we have this. So we've been talking a little. I've been talking a little bit about Batman Nightfall. If you guys saw the stream last night, we watched the trailer again. I'm so excited for this. Not a fan of like the super high points right here on the Batman suit. I like them to be a little shorter. That's a personal taste. That's a personal taste. I understand. But we have IGN. IGN got an advanced screening of part 1. They gave it a 9 out of 10. They gave it a 9 out of 10. I don't normally care what IGN thinks of stuff because they're usually shitty with their takes. But even IGN's over here like it's a 9 out of 10. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm late. Was watching Tactical Templar. Is your latest poop about Hambly the Terrible already been said? No, we are going to do that. I got some stuff out about Jeremy. It's not going to be a whole lot of like what Jeremy did this week because I was taking like a Jared detox as well. It got to the point this week I needed to chill out on everything. I got so burnt out. So I have a little bit on Jared, don't worry, but it's not probably going to be what Tactical Templar said. They rated it fairly. I don't know. Like if you guys saw that trailer's fucking cool. Here, give me a second. Give me 1 second. So I'm back. Sorry about that. I wanted to grab this because I knew I had it. And I've read it before. And yes, I keep the little sticker on. Okay. I like to keep the stickers on stuff like this. But I have like the Batman Nightfall graphic novel right here. This is only part 1. Look at how big this fucking thing is. Look at that. This thing's huge. Here's a Zin can. This thing's so fucking huge right here. And I love it. And I've only read part 1. I need to try to get the other parts. I really need it. But this is what they're going to be adapting here for the first movie. I'm so hyped right now. And I mean, Bane looks so fucking cool. Oh, he looks so goddamn cool. But also, when we're talking about this, when I brought up, like, I don't like the comically large ears. Just saw a little clip here. Trying to find, I saw a really good look of Batman that I prefer. Trying to find a good angle. Like, I like the long ears. I don't like the short ears. Yeah, I'm not finding it. I saw a good example. I'm seeing the really long ones, which I'm not a huge fan of. But I like I'd say if you guys want my opinion on Batman ears, pull it down to about here. Like if they lost maybe I'd say an inch in universe. So like an inch wise, if they lost a little bit, I'd like it a little bit more. I love the quarters. I love the shorter pads. It's just I feel like they're too big. That's a personal taste though. Sam Keith? Who's Sam Keith? This Nightfall is a trilogy. They did not announce they are also doing Night Quest or Night Send. So there is some questions on whether or not they're going to be adapting some of the other aspects of Nightfall, like some of the previous stories and some of the other things, like comics with, especially with like the Knights of Dumas and stuff like this. And there was apparently a story prior to Nightfall that really dives into Azrael. Like, shit, what's his name? I'm bad with human names with Azrael. Diving into Jean-Paul's actual like storyline. So there is questions about what's going on there. He drew everything crazy oversized. But that is oh, Sam Keith. Yeah. But this is also Kelly Jones. So this is Kelly Jones design for Batman. You got Kelly Jones, you got Graham Nolan, you got a lot of great artists here working with this stuff. Oh god, Graham Nolan. Graham Nolan's Bane is possibly one of the best Banes out there. And I'm so excited because we finally let this sink in, okay? Let this sink in with Bane. Almost every Bane adaptation has been Bane either as a dumbass or a thug. He's never been the true mastermind that is Bane. You have not seen the expert strategist, the expert intelligence of Bane in a fucking show yet. Not even the Batman animated series did you see the masterpiece of Bane. This is gonna give you the most proper version of Bane, and I'm here for it. I would love to see a live action Batman Beyond movie. Oh, dude. Tween, you and me both there, man. You and me both. I don't like the Batman because of the casting of Twinkle Toes. I'm not even going to try to remember his name. Twinkle Toes. But Twinkle Toes would make a great Terry McGinnis. Oh my god, it would be perfect. But I'm never going to get that either. You talking about Graham Nolan, or are you talking about Kelly Jones? Because I don't remember who did what. If not Keaton, have Bruce Campbell be old man Bruce. Nah. Keaton would be perfect. What I would do. This is a personal thing here. This is what I'm gonna do. Oh, Sam Keith. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. But if what I would do for a modern day, not a modern day, in the future, if I ever had a chance to make a Batman Beyond series, because I would do so much to make a Batman Beyond movie. I would potentially cast, because I don't know if Keaton would be around when I want to do it. If I could, it would be Keaton. Sorry to derail the conversation, but since we are on DC Comics, have you already talked about the upcoming Lanterns 2026 action movie? What do you think? The trailer looks good. I haven't tried it. I haven't seen that yet. I might take a look at that a little bit later. I'm not looking forward to the Lanterns TV show, but I'll take a look at that. Will Buddy says Liam Neeson. Nah. I would potentially cast. Give me a moment. Batman. You know who I'm gonna cast? Ben Affleck. Because if I'm gonna do if I would do a Batman Beyond series, if I was gonna do a live action movie, I would want the Batman. I would want Bruce Wayne to be a Bruce Wayne that actually played him. And I don't know if Keaton would be, you know, alive if I ever got that chance. That's, again, this is a big ask if I got that chance. And I'm thinking about shit like that. If I could, it would be Keaton. But if I can't get Keaton, I'd probably go Ben Affleck. I would probably go Ben Affleck to be the future old man Bruce. And then when it came to, you know, Terry McGinnis, I'd go hunt down somebody new. Is Adam West still alive? No, he passed away years ago. I would have to hunt down somebody new. And the reason why I would hunt down somebody new is because I don't want Tom Holland. Even though Tom Holland could probably pull off the Terry McGinnis, I don't want Tom Holland. I don't want Timothée Chalamet. I'm going to hunt down somebody new. And when I'm hunting down somebody new, I'm going to make sure they can have the kind of Tom Hardy. Fuck off. No. I'm going to make sure they have that, Clooney. I don't want to do Clooney. Clooney would be there for a joke. I don't want to do Clooney. I want a legitimate Batman. That's why I went with Ben Affleck. But that new person, it need to have, you know, the emo boy look. It need to have that kind of resemblance there to be that. Because when it first starts, he's emo, he's thin, he's not buff and built like Bruce Wayne. He's thinner. He's he's still capable, but you need that kind of a look there. And I would just go with it. The kid that's playing Link, and that's a good one. That would be a good one. Who is his name again? Legend of Zelda movie. Trying to find the cast. Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. Now, he has the look. I don't know about his acting chops yet. But here, we're going to go with his how he looks right now as Link. We're going to go with that. Because if he ages up more, I think he could do it. He's going to have to put on a little bit of weight. Oh, my bad. My bad. Andrew Garfield? No. This here, he's going to have to put on some weight, like some muscle. He's going to have to get some definition and all that. But right now with the hair, the kind of like younger look, the youthfulness, yeah. This would be a good Terry McGinnis. He's young. He's young right now. If he ages up a little bit more, gets a little buff, he would be a good Terry McGinnis, because Terry McGinnis is a teenager. Like, he's young. So you don't need somebody super old to play Terry McGinnis. Getting a younger person would be who could be a good Terry McGinnis. Is like, he has the look right now. It's just, does he have the acting chops? That's my question. See people going like, good idea. He's 16, I think, in the comics. Yeah, he's shit, how old is he? Is young. I do know that. Modern casting directors would just want Timothy Chalamet type. Yeah. Which, to be fair, man of ethnicity. To be fair with that, that would be what you want for a, like, the Timothy Chalamet, the Tom Hollands, though, that style. That is what you actually want for a Terry McGinnis. You want that youthful kind of, I don't want to say soy boy, because he's not a soy boy, but you want that youthful look. You want that younger age look for a Terry McGinnis. You don't want the rough, grizzly Batman, because that's not Terry McGinnis. That's why I really like, my favorite, who's my favorite? Timothy isn't overcast yet. Yeah, but I think he is getting to that point of being overcast, and he doesn't have the Terry McGinnis look. That's why I don't want him. Iron Man 2 is just a taste. He could do way better. What are you talking about there? But like here, what is the Batman movie cast? I always forget his name. Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson in The Batman. He has that perfect Terry McGinnis look. Like this is Terry McGinnis incarnate. This is not Bruce Wayne. This is Terry fucking McGinnis right here. Like the look, the long hair, the gaze. This is the kind of look that you want. This is what you want for a Terry McGinnis right here. So he still has that super youthfulness to him. If you aged him down a little bit back when he was still in Twilight, give him this hairdo, Terry McGinnis all the way. Terry all the way. That's my main criticism of The Batman is Pattinson isn't Bruce. He's Terry. He is a Terry McGinnis. Age him down. Perfect. You told me last night, no? What did you tell me last night? No. What are you talking about, Adam? We didn't talk about Terry McGinnis last night. And if we did, maybe I was drunk, because I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. No, with modern comics, though, there is a good... No, we didn't. We didn't talk about Terry McGinnis at all last night. I know we didn't talk about Batman Beyond last night. If we did, somebody must have drugged me, because I don't remember that conversation at all. Hey, the useful. How are you? The YouTube schizophrenic. How are you? But no, what was I gonna say? I don't remember that at all. Nerd fight. No, what I'm gonna say is there is an actually good and interesting modern day Batman Beyond storyline that I do like, and it takes place utilizing some of the more modern day Batman lore with why am I blanking on his name? Bruce Wayne's son, Damian. Where Damian takes over the place of Ra's al Ghul and the League of Shadows, and he actually has to fight Terry McGinnis. And I'll say it's an actual cool story. Seeing Terry, who is the new adopted son of Bruce, have to fight Damian Wayne, who has abandoned what Bruce did and went full League of Shadows. That is a cool fight. I actually like it. I like it a lot. And that's something that you can do. I'm not a hater of, I literally just said his name. Damian Wayne. I don't hate Damian Wayne. I actually like Damian Wayne as a character. Too deep in the weeds for me. Gonna game and listen. I know, we're getting way nerdy right now. Way nerdy. But Damian Wayne is actually a character I do enjoy. I like the dichotomy of, like, this is a kid that's really designed to kill, with Bruce, who is not a killer at all. He refuses to kill, and I like that dichotomy. So, and I know a lot of people hate Damian. I love him. I love the little dude. I love the little jackass. He's funny to me. But let's keep moving forward. I got a little palate cleanser, not a big palate cleanser, a little palate cleanser before we go into the quartering. Jeremy, I'm happy you're back. I'm going to come back more often. We do have a schedule. I'll say at the end of the stream what our schedule is going to be moving forward. But I have worked out a schedule and shit like that. So try to keep it, because I can't be streaming all the time. I get burnt out too fast. You love when I'm shooting the shit. I enjoy shooting the shit with you guys. I like getting nerdy with that stuff. I love getting nerdy. It's so much fun. You didn't miss the other locale. We have not gotten to Jer yet. We finished Joe, but we haven't done Jer yet. But before that, I want to bowl us over here to Joe Russo, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw this dude this week. God damn it. Joe Russo is one of those just super schizo guys. No, he is not a Russo brother. Okay? Not a Russo brother. He's just a schizo out there. But earlier this week, he tweets out, "On behalf of all men, I'd like to apologize to Millie Alcock for my gender being the absolute worst to her. Sounds like you're super in the movie, girl. Can't wait." Man, looking back on this, because this came out on Wednesday, about Wednesday or so, prior to the movie fully going out there. Dude, super cuck. Super milady energy going on here. This is so fucking creepy. I'll be okay. Sam Raimi and Jordan Peele team up to produce Dylan Clark's. Why are you even doing that? What the fuck? Wait, that's not your reply. No, he replies over here. But then we got this one, Joe Russo. "Fuck the critics, fuck the noise, fuck the misogynist Snyder bros. If I was James Gunn and this script crossed my desk, I'd make it too. This movie is super, girl." Simp! This movie is bad. Bad. If you're gonna go out there and say that you're gonna make this movie, dude, I never want to see what movies you like. Oh, I never want to see a movie that you like. Bro, I can't support Angry Joe anymore. Angry, gone, super crazy. He's been that way for some time. Not a whole lot of people realize that Angry Joe has been like a schizo for some time now. I have a video out here. This is back when I was still like defending the Quartering and Melanie Mac. He crashed out on Melanie Mac, Ripa, and a couple others when it came to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated movie a few years ago. And I have that video on my channel. He's a schizo. Super schizo. But I think this is the one that he replies to. Why it's not Supergirl? That isn't working. It's just you. Oh, it's a TikTok. Do we see this? Do we watch this? Do we watch this? Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Let's see what this is.
Variety's film critic called
No.
Supergirl the worst script he can remember. My name is Joe Russo. I make movies. Let me talk to you about Supergirl.
You make movies? You make movies. I want to see one of your movies because this is a bad. These are bad takes. I want to see one of his movies.
Supergirl from a screenwriter's perspective. Yesterday, I went to go see Supergirl to find out if Variety's review was accurate. Does the movie have the worst screenplay in recent memory? Or is the Variety film critic pandering to the worst of social media?
Dude. No, the review is accurate. It's that bad. It's that bad. See, I'm Albus, but it's that bad. It is atrocious. It is one of the worst things I've ever seen out there.
Happy to report that it is absolutely the latter. Supergirl is not nearly as bad as the Snyder Bro Alpha campaign wants you to.
Oh my god! Oh my Snyder Bro Alpha campaign. The way I'm reading this, the way that sounds. Are you admitting to being a beta? Are you admitting to being a beta bitch right now? Because if so, the shoe fits. Holy shit. I don't even like Snyderverse. The one prop I could give, the one, like, bro, that's actually good. The one praise I could give Snyderverse in the slightest was their dark side. His dark side was truly menacing, and I loved every second of him being on screen. He took my breath away. I love Darkseid so fucking much. I don't like Snyderverse in the slightest. He just has good casting. That's about it. But this... what the fuck?
Believe it's also not nearly as good as last summer's James Gunn movie Superman, but it is just about as good, if not better, than every other female-led superhero movie.
Oh, this dude is retarded. No, Craig, this is not, he's not a Russo brother in the slightest. This is not a Russo brother. This is somebody completely different. He just happens to have the name Russo in his name. Do not think that he's one of those guys that makes movies, okay? It's just like there's a guy out there who talks politics named Jon Favreau. He is not the same as the dude that makes movies, okay? These are two completely different dudes. Not nearly as bad. No, dude, this is not the best female-led superhero movie in ever. I'm sitting here wondering, is it worse than the Marvels? I say yes. I think it's worse than the Marvels. The Marvels is pretty damn bad, but not. This is something special. This is atrocious right here. One of the best female-led superhero movies out there is the Wonder Woman movie. And if you're going to say that this is better than the Wonder Woman movie, dude, you are fucked in the head.
To date. In fact, I would argue that it is more consistent than Wonder Woman. So why?
I'm blown away. I'm blown away by what he just said there. Wonder Woman isn't a great movie, but it is 1,000 times better than this. It is the best lead woman superhero movie out there. This is. Oh.
Are people ragging on the screenplay? It reminds me of a problem that a lot of writers have when they're trying to find good readers to give feedback on their screenplays. There's a difference between getting good notes that help expand your idea versus people who just tell you they want a different movie. Having dug through a lot of the good faith criticisms of Supergirl, that seems to be the problem. It's too much.
What's the problem? What's the problem? I don't know what the problem is. Hey, Brett Mayer, I don't know what the problem is. They got too much notes? No, the movie's a mess. It's atrocious. It's an and then movie.
Much like things that have come before, and we're in a moment of superhero fatigue. That doesn't.
You did not just say that. You did not just say that. Guys, go out there and try to get movie tickets for the opening weekend of not Superman, but Spider-Man. It's nearly impossible right now. Even in my local areas, it is hard to get a fucking ticket for the opening weekend of Superman. Not Superman, Spider-Man. I keep doing that. What the hell is wrong with me? We're not in superhero fatigue land, okay, guys? We're in bad movie fatigue land. Bad movies keep flopping. What the hell are you on about? I'm so sick and tired of people saying superhero fatigue, superhero fatigue, superhero fatigue. Superhero fatigue is bullshit. It's bad movies. Bad movies make other movies suck right now. We are sick and tired of bad, constant movies being pumped out there. And the James Gunn fucking nonsense universe is atrocious. It's been bad since freaking Creature Commandos. What are you even talking about here? Spider-Man Noir is the only superhero property I've cared about for a decade. Yeah, people are loving Spider-Man Noir. I still need to see it. I love, excuse me. I've been loving Invincible. I'm looking forward to the new season of Invincible. You got Invincible just taking off. You have so many great superhero content out there. What are you even discussing? It doesn't make any sense. Hell, even when it comes to anime, there's tons of great superhero-based anime. The, what is it? It's on the tip of my tongue. The vigilante version of it all. Shit. Why am I blanking on the freaking name of the show? My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia vigilante version. That's still just bringing in numbers. That's still succeeding. People like good storytelling. It's not the fucking superhero fatigue bullshit. Invincible show sucks. Just read the Invincible comic. Listen. The comic is way better than the show, yes, but the show is fucking good.
Doesn't mean that the screenplay doesn't do those things well. People just wanted a different flavor of superhero movie. But Millie Alcock soars as Supergirl.
No, I actually think she does a bad job with Supergirl. She might have the look. I don't think she could do it. She's not Supergirl. She's not.
There's a lot of heart and emotion, especially if you're a dog person.
No. I'm a dog person. I love dogs. Give me a dog, I'm going to want to sit there and just start petting and playing with it because I love me doggies. Dogs are amazing. I want Crypto to get yeeted into the sun. That's how bad it is. The movie doesn't even make sense. Here's the thing. Here's the literal thing right here. The dog gets poisoned at like quarter of the way through the movie. Poisoned. And they say, well, we can't move the dog because it will start hurting it and it could hurt it more. You're Supergirl. Just fly over to an area with a fucking yellow sun. It's over. The poison heals. What are you even talking about? The yellow sun would fix literally everything. Yellow sun in this universe will end up saving it. Is the poison kryptonite? No, it's not even kryptonite. The only reason it got poisoned is because they're on a planet with a red sun. The moment they go to a planet with a yellow sun, Crypto's healed. Full on healed. They even show it in the movie. When Kara gets shot with kryptonite arrows all over the place, she just pulls them out, jumps up to the yellow sun, bathes in sunlight, and is healed. Kryptonite she should not even be able to do that with the kryptonite coursing through her veins. She should be on death's door, but they show her, yep, oh, look, I'm good. Ignore the fact that Batman's contingency plan to kill fucking Superman is a kryptonite bullet. Oh, she gets shot with a bunch of kryptonite arrows? Oh, yeah, I'm alive.
I, too, would cross the galaxy to go save my pup. If you
Yeah, I would. Not Crypto, though. Crypto.
feel that way, then this movie might be for you.
There's no point, though. There's no point. What are you even talking about? There's no fucking point. The movie's pointless. There has zero reasoning to even do this shit. Are you even hearing yourself? The movie actually contradicts itself by the literal end. There's no reason. They just say, can't move the dog because it'll get hurt. Move the dog! You're a literal Kryptonian dog. Move it! Yellow sun, healed instantly. It's such a girl boss movie. It's pointless. There's no story to it. By the end, there's no point in the movie even happening. Kryptonite lipstick used to be enough to take out Superman. Now this bitch gets filled up with arrows. Yes, plenty of mistakes I was not paying attention to in Supergirl. She had superpowers under a red sun. I thought Kryptonians have no powers. Actually, you're right. He's an incel simp. He doesn't care. Derby, what did Supergirl say when she walked into the Fortress of Solitude about Clark not watching the dog? Did she call him a name? Yeah, she called him a bitch. She called him a bitch. See ya, bitch. She made fun of his suit, the comic accurate suit. She made fun of him. She's an atrocious person, but the movie itself, yeah, Yeah, Superman, when he's there in 2025, okay, in Superman 2025, they show what happens when a Kryptonian gets like given kryptonite, okay? Because that was Lex Luthor's whole plan. Use Metamorpho to just torture Superman, makes kryptonite on death's door, about to literally die. Kryptonite goes away, Superman's still about to die. It took Metamorpho making a yellow sun in the building to save Superman. He had to be that close to a yellow sun just to survive and get enough strength to break out of the facility. And this, all it takes is Kara ripping out a bunch of kryptonite arrows, even though there's kryptonite coursing through her fucking blood right now, stands up and goes like, I couldn't hear that word in the movie. So that was in 2025 when she says bitch. She says bitch in the 2025 at the very end. James Gunn's Superman isn't Superman. He's a beta male cuck. Yeah. Yeah. And it pisses me off because I'll say this, Corn Sweat is a good Superman. He has the look. People like to criticize his costume. His costume is not that great, but he has the look. He has the personality. When he's out there, you know, doing his Superman stuff, I like him as Superman. It's just they keep giving him a shitty script. Give him something good to work with. I think he'd be fantastic. Oh, Adam, you're just a curmudgeon. Shut up. You're just a curmudgeon. You hate everything. But I have one more thing from Joe Russo here. Because of the green splat, I genuinely think that people forget. A 57 Rotten Tomatoes score means you have a better odds of liking a movie than not. It's literally better than a coin flip. And with AMC A-List, it costs you nothing but time to find out. Form your own opinion. Dude, this is the critics score. This is the movie critics. The movie critics hated this. The movie that is designed for critics hated it. This isn't viewers. It's the critics that hated this shit. What are you even talking about? This is, dude, you're retarded. What are you talking about? They're not following the comics? Oh yeah, they've never followed the comics. They didn't even follow the comic that they were gonna be adapting here. Like with the freaking Woman of Tomorrow comic that they adapted, the Tom King comic. They didn't even follow Tom King's comic. People that like Tom King's comic, who are just insane individuals, like what the hell's wrong with you? They didn't even follow that. And James Gunn's out there like, I love Tom King's freaking comics. I love it. You didn't even follow it. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, and again, the villain himself isn't even a villain. But here, we're going to start moving on. I have a few other things left. We're going to do the Jer segment. The Jer segment is probably going to take us the longest. Let me double check. Do I have... Actually, no. Before we get... Nah. Let me double check. Okay, I do want to show this. On how some people are... Like, this is... What is this? Have you guys seen this yet? Let me make sure I have this right. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. They're purposely adapting crappy comics that sold terribly from the past 10 years. Yes. Because those comics are written exactly by the same type of people running Hollywood now. Yes. That's what they're also doing it so they can end up saying, well, it happened in the comics, guys. It happened in the comics. Despite the fact that even though it happened in the comics, it's still shit. It's still awful. It's not good content. What are you even discussing here? Like, what's the point of all this? But before we go too far, I got a locale for us, okay? I got a locale. So, here, we're going to do this first. So, I saw this. We have, I don't know how many of you guys know this. You guys know who John Campea is. He's a special little dude. He's the dude that said that Supergirl was going to make $1 billion recently. But people are clipping out their latest discussion on Supergirl, where, to begin, we have this. Listen, I like Robert Meyer Burnett. but he's a dumb one. He's a dumb one on this one, because I'm going to turn off BGM because this is a little hard to hear, because instead of clipping it straight from, you know, the source or using OBS, they use their phone to record it. But imagine showing this to a real DC fan after Summer of Superman. I'm punk rock. Yes, I am. The thread for historical purposes. But we have this. At Josh, Toy Story will be the #1 film at the box office on Supergirl's opening weekend, which is a fact.
Oh, disrespect.
I think it will be.
Yep. Burnett is right. Burnett is right there, but this is the one that I want most. It's going to benefit. It's going to benefit. Well, what is going to benefit? Let's hear it from fucking Campia's own mouth.
But listen, like, I don't believe Supergirl is an $800 million film. It's going to benefit from the success of Superman, but it's still Supergirl. It's not Superman, which is the big...
Dude, they recorded from a potato. They just recorded from their phone. But dude, you said that the movie was going to be $1 billion movie. What are you even discussing right here? You went out there and said that this was going to be a monumental success. It was going to break records. That was your own words, frickin' John Campia. That was your own words.
Character. But I believe 500 million is in the ballpark for Supergirl,
No.
maybe even bigger.
No,
But listen,
no, it's not. It's not in the ballpark at all. Anybody saying that this movie's gonna get 500 million, it's gonna be lucky to hit maybe 300. Maybe 300. Like, here, let me pull up the numbers. The numbers, Supergirl. Let's see what. Oh shit. Okay. Supergirl review numbers. Oh, this is bad. I want to pull this up too. So, yesterday we got the preview numbers for Supergirl. Now, these numbers, guys, are Wednesday and Thursday put together. Wednesday and Thursday put together, it was sitting at a 7.8 domestically. With international, it was sitting at about, I think it was like a 13 million. I think it was 13 million adding on international. After yesterday, as of right now, it's sitting at $18 million domestically. Internationally, 11 million. For a grand total worldwide right now of 29 million. Realize this movie was on track before the weekend to potentially hit anywhere between, I think they adjusted it just before we went live last night, somewhere between 38 million to maybe 45 million, I think. This is gonna be a dud. Adam, you did say it last night. This is gonna be atrocious. It won't hit 85 million. It won't hit 85 million worldwide at all. Superman didn't do well internationally either. Here, let me pull up the Superman. Superman. If I could type. 2025, the numbers. Like, internationally for Superman, 260 some. When I scroll down, I don't think they'll have the international box office. Like, the opening weekend, it came in at 125. 125 opening weekend domestically. Supergirl is gonna get lucky to hit that, and Superman was a monumental flop, which sucks. Because there is some decent parts of Superman movie, but it's not a good movie. There's no redeeming qualities of the Supergirl movie. This is a dead franchise now. James Gunn killed this shit. And realize this whole universe came out dead on arrival. Creature Commandos was the first one, okay? Not a lot of people saw Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos was a nightmarish flop. I can't even believe they thought that that would be a good show to put out there. It is so nonsense. Then you had Superman. Superman flops. Well, then what do you have after Superman? We have Peacemaker Season 2, which was awful. Downright evil. You hear that? Frickin' Lex Luthor in prison. Neighbor is getting butt fucked. That's in the show. It's an awful fucking show. Then you get this. It's over. It's over. You'll get Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Chances of anything after that is nothing. Gunn gets off on humiliation rituals, destroying male, Peacemaker, and Superman. Perfect examples. Yes. Yes. That's why he likes to show his wife getting fucked so often in his own shows. His own wife. He casts his own wife just so she could cuck him. It's so bad. It's so bad, bros. It's so bad. And it sucks. I was one of those guys out there cheering on James Gunn. I wanted a good DC universe from James Gunn. I wanted it so much. I hate where we're at. I don't like reveling in the destruction of DCU. I don't want to be here at all. I wanted good universe out of all this. I gave it a chance, and I now want it dead. I would rather the Snyderverse back. And I'm glitching out. I would rather the Snyderverse back, and I hated the Snyderverse. The only redeeming quality of the Snyderverse was good casting. Darkseid. Oh my god, that Darkseid. Oh god. I love Darkseid so much. But guess what? Our big bad for the next movie is going to be Brainiac. You think they're going to do Brainiac on a shoestring budget? Brainiac's going to cost them an arm and a leg. It's going to be so much money just to do Brainiac alone. You can't do Brainiac with a little bit of budget. There's so much CGI into that thing. But hey, we're going to have Brainiac. Which I love Brainiac as well, but they're going to fuck him up. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate where we're at. I hate where we're at. You know the saddest thing? You know what's truly sad? Doomsday is going to probably do better than the DCU. They're going to ruin him. Oh, they're going to destroy. They're going to do Brainiac so dirty. Brainiac is an interesting villain in and of himself. And there's some really cool adaptations of Brainiac out there. Obviously, there's the Bruce Timm, Paul Dini universe. You know, the Batman animated series, the Superman animated series, Justice League Unlimited. That Brainiac, fucking cool. Holy shit. You cannot tell me that that's not a badass Brainiac right there. Somebody that... one of the greatest sins of Jor-El as an actual character that Superman constantly is fighting with. It is so good. And then there's the Superman versus Brainiac movie that also has Supergirl in it. Intimidating, nightmarish individual who actually Superman struggles to beat. It's so interesting to see that. So you could do a good Brainiac, but they're never going to touch him. They're not going to do him right. They're not going to do him justice. There's a 10-minute fan film that have been so good compared to what DC and Marvel have been making. Grayson's was good. Ooh, I might check that out. I want good Batman. I want good DC universe. DC is my go-to. There's a lot of Marvel characters that I love. Okay, I love Doctor Strange, Blade, Wolverine. I love those guys. But DC is where my heart lies. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern. That's the shit I grew up watching. And I love them so much that I hate where they're at. Have they ever done a live action Martian Manhunter? Technically, yes. They have. Snyderverse. The Snyder Cut does have a live action Martian Manhunter. At the very end. Don't get content with him, but at the very end they do. They do have Martian Manhunter. Hell, I want to go out and watch the, what was it? Justice League First Flight? Is that the name of the movie? CW Supergirl had Martian Manhunter. Oh, it did? I didn't know that. I never watched the CW shows. I really didn't watch, but mainly because I got so tired of Green Arrow. Everybody was hyping it up to the point that I didn't want to touch it, so I ignored the live action, the Arrowverse. But let me Justice League First Flight. First Flight? No, it's not First. Justice League. I'm gonna go Justice League movies. No, I want a list of the movies. Give me a list of the Justice League movies. That's what I want. Because I don't want to... Here, give me a second. Give me a second. I hate that I'm doing it this way. Give me a moment. No, fuck you. Stop it! My phone's being gay. Justice League Snyder Cut. Yeah. He was in season 1 before it went to shit on CW. Okay. Your stuff. Library. Movies. Is it not First Flight? Let me see. Let me see. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Why is it not popping up? Sorry, guys. I'm looking for a movie on my phone right now. Why is it not popping up? It is such a good movie. Batman Year One, Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, Dark Knight, Justice League Doom. Oh, New Frontier. That's what I'm thinking of. New Frontier. Justice League New Frontier has a fantastic Martian Manhunter storyline in it. Oh, I fucking love this movie. It's a quick little watch. It's an hour and 14 minutes. It's a quick little watch. It has such great content in it. And it's set in like the 70s, maybe 80s. I think it's the 70s. And they're all like superheroes. You have kind of what was going on with, you know, if you guys watched or saw or read, why am I blanking on it? Martian Manhunter. Not Martian Manhunter. Why am I blanking on that whole universe? Why am I blanking? Snyder did a movie of it. It's supposed to be subverting superheroes. You're supposed to hate some guys. Dr. Manhattan. Why am I blanking on their name? Has a Super Friends vibe. Yeah, it kind of has a Super Friends vibe without it being like the super friendly kind of thing. Why am I blanking on that whole universe right now? Watchmen, thank you. It has a Watchmen vibe, I think. More, it has like a friendly, kind-hearted Watchmen vibe. That's what I'm going to go with. Because it has a lot of the similar qualities of the Watchmen universe and stuff like that. Same writing, similar goings-on and things like that. It's such a good movie. I love it so much. It's quick. It's fast. Characters are so good, and I wish we would keep going forward. It's a great Green Lantern story, Martian Manhunter story. So many good characters are in this story. Rick Flag Sr.'s in it, and he's a hero. These characters are fucking awesome, and I wish we had more. I wish we could have done better stuff. This is why the animated universe, the animated DC universe is still top-notch. Anybody that hates the animated DC universe is lying. There's some mid movies, but they're usually always knocking it out of the ballpark. Even the New 52 stuff was pretty damn good. But here, we're gonna do the quartering stuff now. Let's get into our Jer segment. And this is gonna be a longer segment, guys, because we got a video to watch. But I mainly want to do this because if you guys have been watching and noticing some of the Jer content and shit like that, one of the things he loves to go out there and say is culture war's dead. There's no point in talking about the culture war. Who wants to talk about the superhero stuff and all this stuff? Even earlier this week, he did say he doesn't want to talk about Supergirl. How many times does he have to go out? He doesn't want to talk about a movie that's a lead female role or any of this stuff. It's nonsense. The culture war's dead, guys. That's why he did this. This is funny to me at the quartering because your man breasts are so much bigger than Joe's. Total War. Look, he's talking about Joe. He's talking about Joe, but it's not just that, guys. He also talked about Supergirl. He also talked about Supergirl right here. Man, I thought the culture war was dead, guys. Even when we go over to his channel here, I'll do a quick refresh. Let's see. Let's see what his current viewership data is on all this. Well, let's... 37K when it comes to the Angry Joe video. 35K when it comes to Supergirl. I think, buddy, I think I'm gonna throw this out there real quick. When it comes to Jer, I think The problem is nobody likes your coverage of all this. Because here, my coverage of this is doing pretty damn well for my size of a channel. But let's pull up some people. Let's go Dispy Wispy. Let's go Disparu, shall we? I did that entirely wrong. Let's go Disparu. And real quick, I saw somebody bring up the Batman Cape Crusader. We don't talk about that one, okay? That's not DC. That got sold off to Prime because it's that bad. That universe doesn't exist. We don't talk about that one. That's an evil thing. That's an evil creation marred by God. Even God wants that thing to be struck down. Nobody wants that thing. James Gunn didn't even want that thing. So that's the only path. That is not DC. That is JJ Abrams right there. But Disparu, oh shit. Disparu has 2 videos out right now on this. Let's go Critical Drinker. And I'm gonna pull up one more after I get Critical Drinker. Let's go Az. Heel versus Baby. Now Az is in a little bit of a rough spot. I'll say that. Az is in a rough spot, okay? But there is reasons for why Az is in a rough spot, but Az is in a rough spot here. Let's take a look at Az, okay? He's sitting at a 392K subscriber channel, and he said, like, hey, his channel's not doing the greatest right now. He's doing okay, but it's not the greatest. 64K, 51K, 104K when it came to his actual review, 100K when it came to the flop, 155K when it came here. These are okay numbers. They're not the greatest out there, but they're okay. They're doing decent for him. It is what it is. I'm not here to shame Az or anything, but he's even said it himself. Like his videos, they're not the greatest right now. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Az is doing this for the love of the game. But here's Disparu. Okay, Disparu sitting at a 343K subscriber channel. Similar to Az. Videos, 234K, 174K, 175K, 273K. Yeah, they want to listen to Disparu. They love listening to Disparu. Hey, what about Drinker? Drinker's he's a review channel. How's Drinker? Oh, 2.2 million on an 8-minute video. 2.2 million. Here, you know what? I'll do one more. Okay? I'll give us one more just so we can laugh at this even harder. Nerdrotic. Let's pull up Nerdrotic, shall we? This is the main channel. 1.28 million subscribers. 860K for his freaking Supergirl video right here. 863K posted 5 days ago. So I think, Jer, the problem is nobody wants to listen to your take on these situations. Hell, actually, one more. We're going to pull up one more channel. Why isn't Az doing well? The reason Az isn't doing well is because he kind of just went streaming for a while. That's why. It's simple deduction. He was doing other stuff. That's pretty much what it was. So his channel, he's bringing back his channel. But I want to pull up one more. What if I use this as an example? Here's Yellow Flash. Let's take a look at Yellow Flash, a 401K subscriber channel. 66K when it comes to this discussion. Let's see. Supergirl 41K. Supergirl 102K. Supergirl 75K. Supergirl 30K. I think they just don't care about you, buddy. But when it comes to all this, there is a video I want to watch because reminder, guys, Quartering doesn't like to talk about, Nerdrotic, Az, or Critical Drinker. He doesn't want to talk about them for one big reason. They aren't on his side in here. He said that they're not his contemporaries. He's not aligned with them at all. They turned on him. They did bad things to him. So I have that video pulled up. Total Disaster. Okay, I have this video pulled up. The Total Disaster one. Well, let's see. What's your take on the Alex Jones nonsense? And by the way, shout out Brad Cool. I see you in the chat. Thank you, buddy. Please like the stream and drop positive comments if you can. Thank you so much, Brad Cool. You're awesome, dude. Guys, if you haven't watched Brad Cool's stream yet, you're doing yourself a disservice there. You're doing it so bad. His channel's under attack. Yeah, but let's see. What is the Quartering's take on this drama right here? Okay, I'm going to keep BGM on. We're going to turn it up. We're going to speed it up because obviously we have to. Let's go 1.5. Closed captioning's on. Let's check this out.
But it was worse than anyone imagined. I don't think people
thought. What? Already. Okay, I'm going back to the beginning. What?
Well, it turns out it was
Okay.
worse than anyone imagined. I don't think people thought Supergirl would be a good movie, but I'm not sure that people thought it would be just as bad as it really was. It's still
No, everybody knew how bad it was going to be. It was atrocious.
only sits at certified rotten, I believe, on Rotten Tomatoes. Not a
Why didn't you have... Wait, what the fuck just happened there? Why didn't you pull it up? What is this? Why didn't you have that ready? Why didn't you have your freaking X? What the hell is this nonsense?
horrible score, 59. But, you know,
No, it's bad. This is a bad score because that's critic score right there. That's a bad score.
fans giving it a 77, but they always pour in the early reviews. Are always super fans and people who are paid to see the movie.
Not just that, on Rotten Tomatoes, the reason you can't trust Rotten Tomatoes scores when it comes to the fan thing right now is because a lot of that stuff is usually Fandango. It's people that actually verify that they saw the movie and shit like that. It's not good. That's why those scores aren't there. So you actually have to see the movie. So you're already working with a small audience pool. If the movie's not doing good financially, but the score by the audience is, oh God, it's amazing, your pool is tiny. There's basically nothing there.
Social media influencers and things like that. It made just $13 million globally on Thursday. DC Studio's second production under James's era. Supergirl made $13 million in its first day in the global box office. A number not far from the first day of Universal Ambulance, $115 million Steven Spielberg movie, Disclosure Day.
Yeah, that's not good. Disclosure Day also flopped.
Which did $12 million. Never even heard of it. Maybe I saw it in passing.
You talked about Disclosure Day. You talked about it on stream. What is this, dude?
Broken down, the domestic previews were 7.8 million. That's combined from Wednesday fan events and Thursday. They keep extending these box office weeks. They began at 3 p.m. Wednesday. That's a number above Disney Marvel Studios' The Marvels preview of 6.6 million, which ended up having a $46 million American and Canadian opening.
Yeah, and this is not going to have that. This will be lucky if it hits that.
Is it possible people are still going to go see this movie? Maybe. Like, it might still do okay the first weekend, but...
It's not. What? This is why nobody likes listening to your commentary on this stuff, because nothing you're saying there is true. It's not doing okay. Those numbers right there, that means that it's dead. It's bad.
Where it's going to run into a problem is, you know, people are going to see the movie and then they're going to say it sucks. You know, like Critical Drink already put out his review. All the guys in that space already put out the reviews. Now, yes, it's fair to say that I don't think the casual Supergirl fan is watching neurotic videos. People who are already upset.
No. The casual Supergirl fan would be watching nerdrotic videos. The casual Supergirl fan would be doing that because the casual Supergirl fan would actually agree with Nick Gary on all this stuff.
With the state of comic books and comic movies are watching neurotic videos. But I just don't think there's going to be enough positive buzz around this. I mean, DC's Black Adam made 7.6 million and only opened to 67 million. The Flash opened at 9.7, which is bonkers. The Flash outdid Supergirl. What we've seen in the reviews is...
Yeah. Wait, that's your commentary? What the fuck? No, what the fuck?
Basically, the main character is as unlikable as anyone could have imagined. The script and plot are a mess, and it's all the, you know, current day Marvelism downfalls, you know.
Marvelism? It's DC, dude. This isn't Marvel, this is DC.
So lines written by ChatGPT to generate meme reactions and TikTok shorts. And fan
What? I think actually ChatGPT would have made a better script. I'm sorry. ChatGPT would have made a much better script.
They don't really care about making good movies. Now, what does this mean? The Pic's initials wave of 4 and scores 5.2, blah, blah, blah. The hope is that the Pic clears 80 million now in its global launch at 46,000 screens in 77 foreign markets. China and Japan are part of the offshore suite, opening today with France and Belgium bowing next week. Domestic opening forecasts have cooled from 50 million to just the upper 40s. Rain start for the feature production, which I'm told cost 170, but others tell me it was 186 million. As we told you, Supergirl has over $100 million in media value from its global promotional partner campaign, DC.
No, it doesn't. Shut up. That's common fucking marketing shit. Oh, that's actually just their marketing costs right there. That is not a benefit. That does not help the movie. That is just basic fucking marketing there. That actually hurts the movie. Are you fucking this goddamn cope?
He's biggest ever. I don't even know what that means.
Why don't you look it up?
What does that mean?
Google.
Like, is that they're trotting?
I know what that means. It's easy to fucking deduce what that means. They're trying to say that all these fucking marketing campaigns with things like Uber, fucking Go Eats or whatever the hell it is, DoorDash, all that stuff that they're putting out there, all this marketing things, because of all the values, you know, your little toys and McDonald's Happy Meals, if they even have any of those, because of all that stuff, obviously they're making money back because of all that stuff, which they're not. That doesn't actually produce money. That's just basic marketing tactics right there. So no, there's no money coming in because of this. That's actually just money going out. That actually hurts the film. If you're trying to say that it's essentially like toy costs. Because of toys out there, they're making their money back because of merchandise and things like that. That's what they're trying to argue, which that doesn't work. If you're already banking on merchandise sales on your opening weekend, you're done. It's the same thing happened with the freaking Masters of the Universe movie. They try to say because of merchandise, it's going to do well. No, it's not. If you're banking on the merchandise, you've lost.
This thing out to offset, you know, they have a promo partner that's spending $100 million. Is that what it is? Should be the biggest Warner DC Studios event ever. Promotional partnerships with over 80 sponsors who are delivering.
What are you reading? What are you reading?
Bring 100 million plus in media value. Media value, not money. Media value.
Yes.
Meaning,
yes. Ads, marketing, things like that. The standard thing. Are you really? How did you not figure that shit out?
probably, oh, we're partnering with you. We'll run a commercial. We're partnering with you. We'll upload a video to our YouTube page. We'll partner with you. That's what this is.
Yes.
That's not even counting consumer products. With names such as Ulta Beauty, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Warner Brothers Global Partnerships aims for the campaign to sell the edgy aspect of the DCverse. It wasn't edgy.
You don't even know. You didn't even watch the movie. Shut up.
Creating the zeitgeist moments that would intrigue young women and families. It didn't do that. Know that when it comes to partnerships, that dollar amount is compared to purchased advertisements, retail store space, as well as campaign, digital, and linear impressions. Of those 80, 65 are international. I mean, it's meaningless. It's
yes! Why? You had to look this shit up? Yes! I figured that out already!
Meaningless. So some people are like, hey, can we make a Supergirl thing and sell it? And they're like, yeah. This is something movies have done forever, and now they're trying to pretend like that goes on the bottom line or something like that.
Yes, because they're desperate. They're trying to gaslight you and act a certain way. Simple enough. You can move on from this topic. Why are you even discussing it? It's super easy to figure this out. You could do this in 5 seconds.
Box office prediction review roundup, lingering online questions. We'll see how this does. I mean, I suspect it's going to be a very, very bad opening weekend.
He said bad.
You know,
yes.
I would not be shocked if it's like a 60 million.
Wow, you're really shooting up there. I would be shocked if it's a 60 million opening weekend. Unless you're trying to say worldwide? And even then, it's not doing that. Here, we just saw those numbers. Let me pull them back up. Closed out of them, but let me pull those back up. Supergirl, the numbers. As of right now, this is taking into account for Friday and shit. It's sitting at a 29 worldwide. If your argument is that it's going to hit $60 million domestically, you're not getting there. That's so stupid. That is a stupid prediction right now. It would be lucky to hit 40 or 50. I would be shocked if it actually got up to anywhere near $60 million. That would be terrifying.
But we'll see. According to Deadline, Supergirl is expected to make 80 to 90 million at the global box office.
No.
The expected competition will be Toy Story 5's second weekend in theaters, coming off 160 million global domestic box office. Is it any good? Not a big.
I mean, it's not that good. Wait, what? One, no, Toy Story 5 is not that good, and it's gonna be number 1 in its fucking first weekend, and its second weekend. It's gonna be number 1 at the box office.
Theaters coming off 160 million global domestic box office. Is it any good? I'm not a big Toy Story guy. I feel like I've seen them all though.
You know what? I just realized why he is the way that he is. He has no heart. How can you not like the first 3 Toy Story movies? Those are brilliant movies. Those are near masterpieces, almost a perfect trilogy. It's up there with Star Wars and The Lord of the Rings as a masterpiece of storytelling. How can you not like those movies?
And we can get to the Angry Joe meltdown. Look, none of these people involved in this, by the way, on either side, I'm not friends with any of them.
You were friends with them. You're only not friends with them now because you flagged channels.
Don't care. Like, I don't have any emotional allegiances to any of these people. I also don't dislike them because we disagree on opinions. Angry Joe.
You do dislike them though, so stop with that. You do hate them.
A lot of us grew up watching him,
yes.
And felt betrayed the second he contracted stage 7 Trump derangement syndrome. And
no, I. What is this nonsense? Yes, What he contracted stage 7 Trump derangement syndrome, like you're saying. Yes, he began becoming a weirdo. We felt betrayed, though, when he started going out there shilling for Hollywood hard fucking core and trying to act like every movie and TV show out there was fucking fantastic when it's not. His freaking, his game reviews are still some of the best out there. He still has good video game takes. He put out a video game freaking video the other day that did numbers for him. People care about his video game opinions because he still is actually pretty good on those. His Hollywood movie TV show opinions, they're all shit.
He's been crashing out on Twitter like all week long against the Nerdrotic guys and Critical Drinker.
Yes.
And he's having some really kind of questionable takes. You know, like he's talking to that Star Wars girl. Right? Like he's so mad. By the way, he put out a movie. He put out a video. Joe.
Movie? What?
You're not looking great, bud.
That's coming from you, dude. That's coming from you. No, he's not looking great. He has put on a lot of weight over the years. Very rotund. And this is coming from a person of calories myself. Very rotund, but this is coming from you. This is coming from you. You also don't look very great. You still have the dark bags of your eyes. You're constantly out there crashing out. Like, dude, he looks like you right now.
I'm not going to take a cheap shot because obviously I'm not in peak physical condition. But this
you just did. You just did, dude. You did take a cheap shot.
Not an unfair pause. Like, Joe looks really unhealthy here.
So do you.
He puts his review. He calls it a bad film, even though he white knighted for it. But he's a Superman guy. You have to understand why he wanted it that way. 8.6 thousand upvotes, 3.5 thousand downvotes. He writes, well, the Nerdrotics fandom menace brigade.
Are you? Why did you had it pulled up? You had it pulled up in another tab. You had this exact same statement pulled up in another fucking tab. Why are you here?
We predicted Supergirl would have problems before its debut. We predicted it would likely fail at the box office multiple times in our trailer reactions. Go out and see Supergirl said at the end of one video in which we all said those things before the end because we wanted to see a Lobo film. I mean,
yes. Which shows that you were trying to tell your audience to go watch something that you thought was bad, which is very corporate commando aspect of you. Corporate commando, corporate commander. Like, you were out there literally sucking the dick of DC so you could get something that you wanted. You didn't care about what the audience wanted. You cared about what you wanted.
Lobo's barely even in the film. 3 minutes on screen, maybe?
You don't even know. It's about 7 to 8 minutes, dude.
I also said go out and see Superman 2025. The film many of you hated with a passion. You all thought it was woke trash. I don't know.
Nobody said it was woke trash.
I don't think it was woke trash. I mean, I do.
Nobody said it was woke trash. Just say that. Nobody said that. He's lying. Why are you?
Think that there's a propensity for when your business model is calling everything woke to accidentally paint with too broad of a brush. I've done that before. Like, my wife will often have to rein me in when I get mad about something in a movie. She's like, dude, it's not that big a deal. And it usually isn't. I didn't see a lot of people calling Superman woke, but maybe they did. I don't know. I also said go out and support Black Adam, another bad film, because I wanted Henry to get another shot he deserved. My audience has a context of what go out and support a film means. They know a review is
means go out and support bad movies because you want something that not for the benefit of the audience. You want them to support bad movies. That it's simple as that.
Always on the way with our brutally honest opinion, but you don't. So they basically made fun of Angry Joe for, I imagine they framed it as begging people to go see Supergirl.
Yes, because that's what he did. He even admitted to saying that. Why?
But he does usually tell people to go see the movies. I will say that. But now here's where, like, Joe should have just left it there. Because now it's like, I feel less charitable. Unlike your grifters, we don't decide a film is worthless or a failure based on LGBT interviews before we see it. We judge in our final review. We don't care if an actress says she could go both ways, which is why I tweeted at your masters that stuff doesn't matter. Well, it does matter to some people.
Yes, it does matter to some people, but that is her out there marketing the movie. That is her trying to sell people to go see the movie. What she said was men don't matter, essentially. That's what it was talking about. She was attacking and denigrating men. That is somebody there to try to entice you to go see a movie, getting into politics, making people upset. That's the whole point. I don't get why are you even doing this, dude?
And, you know, if she does go both ways, who cares? Right? But keep it to yourself. We don't care.
I see Fiesta Cat go like, love how you have to put him on 2 times speed to get through this bullshit. It's not just that. It's because he talks like a normal person at 2 times speed. That's the big thing.
It's not germane to the film. It doesn't make the movie better. Unless there's going to be a girl on girl scene, then maybe we could talk. Supergirl.
What? No.
Oh, another female superhero.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck are you talking about here? Well, I don't want to see that. It's a superhero movie. You want an extra? You want porn? You actually want hardcore porn?
Probably would have been a better movie. Now, the LGBT interview hate, the mocking Millie's appearance by online weirdos on X, F all of that. She was right there too. Why do female lead heroes trigger, quote, Christian avatar dads on X to post discussing ish with these guys, which these guys encourage about her appearance while they teach their daughters to do the opposite? It's weird.
No, they're just making jokes. They're trolling, dude. That's all it is. And I'm sorry, the film... Guys, I showed this last night. Okay, I showed this last night. I'm going to pull this back up. To be fair, it would have improved Supergirl 2026. I showed this last night. I'm pulling this back up. Dude, this is an actual picture. This is an actual picture from the movie. She looks like Dylan and Cole Sprouse back when they were in the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. She looks like a dude here. She's not attractive. She's actually very mannish.
Look, I don't think she's particularly ugly. I don't think she's particularly attractive, but I didn't do this. So, I mean...
Oh, you didn't do this. You didn't do this. Let's see. How is your... You didn't do this. Look at this. Look at this thumbnail here. Let's go here. We're just going to pull this up for the thumbnail. Only for the thumbnail. You didn't do this. You did it twice. Holy shit. Holy shit. You did it twice, dude. Here's what it was. Here's what it is now. You did do this. This is what she looked like. This is what she looks like now. You did do something to make fun of her appearance. Look at this. Shut up, you loser.
Again, I'm not a peer of Neurotic or Critical Drinker.
No, you were. You loved them at one point in time. You really enjoyed being around them. You didn't. You weren't a peer of them because they knew you flagged. They called you out for flagging. That's what it was, dude. They called you out for flagging. So now you're like, we're not a peer. I'm not a peer. I don't like them at all. By the way, you apologized to them too. So
they've definitely made sure to tell people that. But that
no,
it's
their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault that this all went down. It's not your fault. It's their fault.
I think that I don't think I see a lot of this. I mean, there are people kind of goofing on the fact that she's pretty ugly. In some people's eyes, she looks ridiculous as Supergirl. I'll tell you that much. But this whole it's always a female lead. I'm not going to do the thing where I list off a bunch of movies that are female led that people get along with and enjoy.
I can. Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Aliens. We got Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman movie. Pretty damn good film, all things considering, even though Gal Gadot is really not a good actor, but she's so beautiful. There's a lot of these that I could just start listing off. Scream. I watched all the Scream franchise. Holy shit, the Scream franchise is amazing. Got Halloween. You have countless amounts of movies that have females as their lead actors that people love and enjoy so much. I could easily do that. Why won't you do it, dude?
I just recommend one. I think it's called the Long... You have to check my Twitter. So Long Cold Night or Long Cold Winter or something like that.
Nobody gives a shit.
Female-led. Psychological thriller. Excellent movie.
Nobody
had old wrinkly lady as the lead actor. Men don't need hot chicks to enjoy female-led movies. That's just this nonsense that's made up by the left.
I mean, it helps.
Yes, this film wasn't as good as we wanted. That's right. It doesn't justify any of the piece of ish behavior from those who have your attention. Why are there so many caveman thumbs from Neurotic and his ilk?
Because she looks like Chaka. Shut up.
On Millie, when she is the least of the film's problems.
No.
That's probably true, but people are going to do what they're going to do.
No. See, you keep contradicting yourself. You go like, well, that's probably true. Even though you didn't act like you've seen the movie. You constantly contradict yourself. We know you didn't see the movie. We know you're not going to go out there and watch the schlock. You're not even going to be clever enough to go out there and yo-ho-ho it. Quit acting like you've seen the movie and quit acting like you've ever interacted with it at all. What the hell's wrong with you?
We know why, and I'm so effing glad we didn't turn out like that. And we don't care to appeal to the lowest common denominator with this stuff. We were raised different. If you still don't like me calling out BS from your idols, tough, cry here for us more. It helps engagement.
The same thing you did there, Jer. You actually liked it when people were watching your stuff and making fun of you. You enjoyed it.
It's not a bad film. Proceeds to explain how bad the film is. Watching a car wreck in slow motion, you should have seen this coming, Joe. You're just because you're a fan doesn't mean you have to blindly defend things. I think that I could have, most people could have seen this coming from Joe. He's a super, he would be better off. Why wouldn't you just acknowledge your crazy bias and say, look, I'm not going to be able to accurately review this film because I love superhero, I love Superman, I love, all this other stuff.
He loves DC. That's why he does this. He's a big DC fan. So he thinks that he can't do it because of his bias, is what you're trying to say. But at the same time, I have a bias, very pro DC. DC's my go-to. I hate this movie. It's atrocious. Supergirl's a fantastic character done right. This is nowhere near it. It's simple as that. Why are you even trying to cover any of this stuff? You can still cover stuff if it's like this.
You know, like why not just say that?
Why? Because actually it would be good for him. If he's saying that he really loves DC, he's looking at it through a fan's eyes. He still gave the movie a 4 out of 10, but he's crashing out because he agreed with people. That's the weirdest part.
It just seems like, you know, and everyone's obviously dunking on here. Lol, my tweet triggered Nerdrotic so much he had to make a video too. Yet not once has he addressed my point. Instead of he strawmans that Hollywood is bad, low-hanging fruit. And I'm just defending DC and Supergirl. Stop lying about me to your audience, Gary. How about speak to me directly instead of taking...
Yes, because I'm willing to bet he's not going to be able to figure out what Joe's trying to do here. What Joe's trying to do here is beg Gary to come on his show. He wants to go on FNT to talk to Gary on FNT. That's his whole plan here. It's outright clout chasing. How are you not figuring this out?
Cheap shots on your daily political news channel. Oh, because it ruins your narrative. He's challenging him. All we need now is a critical drinker to make a video too. Here's my tweet that hurt y'all's feelings so much on Supergirl. So you can pick it apart for 40 more minutes, or you can just call me up. Hey, Joe, I would love to have you on the show to talk about it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No. One, you have nothing to do. You're actually inserting yourself into this situation. Why the fuck are you doing this? Why would Joe go near you? You're not a part of this drama at all. Disparu and Az, really. Like Gary just talked about it offhanded. That's why it's so freaking crazy to see Joe crash out about it. Gary's just discussing it offhand from a freaking nooner at night or whatever it is. That's all he was doing. Joe crashed out about all this. You want him on to talk about this stuff, but you know nothing. You didn't watch the film. You didn't engage in the situation. You know none of these people. Now you're trying to act like you're on par with any of these guys. You earlier said we're not on the same side about any of this stuff. So then why actually go out there and try to have this discussion?
I really would. And I know you said some messed up stuff about me, but I don't care. That stuff doesn't bother me. It's just words on the internet. So
yes, it does. It does bother you. That's why you're no longer friends with Gary, Drinker, Geeks and Gamers, Disbrew, any of these guys. It did bother you.
You know, I'd love to have you on.
No, you wouldn't.
This is the most important stuff to this group of guys. When Millie says, in passing to an LGBTQ interview on Pride Month, it really pisses them off. You get them to vote with their wallets. Not actually important-ish to go vote.
Again, the thing that, you know, you were supposed to be doing.
Against like war, high food prices, gas prices and looting, and the garbagification of our country by the ultra-wealthy. It's not really ultra-wealthy that's doing that.
Garbagification? No, he said in-shitification. Not garbagification, in-shitification. Say it right. Say it with your chest!
That stuff is okay. These guys support that, but this stuff is unacceptable. Boycott it. Distract these messes with culture wars. It's a whole ecosystem. I mean, look, I honestly believe, you know, honestly,
I'm wondering what is he about to say? What is he about to say? Because what Joe said there was nonsense. It was outright derangement.
I believe that I've been doing this long enough that
okay,
even if you take the collective viewership
okay
of a Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker and all of the smaller channels in that space.
What smaller channels are you talking about there? Because those smaller channels get more views than you do.
It would, you know, it's not enough to make a good movie fail, is what I'm saying. I'm not disrespecting it, but I'm saying it's enough people that can make a good movie do better. It's enough to make a bad movie do worse, right?
Wait, this is not the argument you're actually putting out there right now. You're not actually saying that, like, are you actually trying to say that their opinions can make or break a movie? That they can control what their audience does or does not do? Their reviewers, yes, they give their opinions, but ultimately they don't have good enough power on whether or not they could go make a movie successful or not, or a show successful or not. They just talk about it. At the end of the day, it is the movie's job to do that. You're actually taking a leftist position here. Like, I could sit here and say that, yes, Gary talking about a movie can potentially help out a movie. But at the same time, Az and all these guys, there was the very mixed on whether or not Masters of the Universe was super successful. A lot of these guys loved Masters of the Universe. The movie did like shit. So they obviously don't have that kind of power. What are you even trying to say here?
By the way, you know, just as a fact check here, a lot of these people online that spend all day talking about how much they hate these superhero movies, they still pay to see them.
Yes, because that's their job. They're reviewers. It's their job to go see the movie so that the audience doesn't have to. What is this supposed to be? Like, this is the dumbest own out there. Oh my God, you paid to go see a movie. Yes. Because it's our job to go talk about a movie. We're here to discuss a movie. It's a good idea for us to know what the movie is. The other option we have is to yo-ho-ho it, and yo-ho-hoing is illegal. So we don't yo-ho-ho all the time. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. They go see a movie, so therefore they can have the opinion on the movie. You know, that's the job. I don't know what you're crying about.
Sorry, but it's true. I know it's true. I know.
Well, okay, and there's some of them that don't as well, but at the same time, that's their job. I don't get the zone.
A lot of people who spend all day watching Supergirl's bad videos on the internet still pay to see the movie.
Yes, because that's their job.
But it is enough to move the needle in one direction. But if Supergirl had just been a good movie, none of this would have been a problem.
No, it actually could have still been a problem. Again, Masters of the Universe is a good example. Masters of the Universe is a pretty damn good movie. When it was all said and done, that movie flopped. A lot of people said they liked that movie. It was it was a great movie, in my opinion. Didn't do good.
And like, I don't know why Joe, like,
Actually, I see some people in chat bringing up Barbie. Yeah, a lot of these people hated Barbie. Barbie was a super success. A lot of these people, I don't even get what it is that you're trying to say here.
I talked to him about why he gets so emotional. I've been there on X, you know, it's not a good look.
Yes, it's not a good look. You're still getting emotional from time to time.
Yeah, happened with Superman 2. He was too woke and weak. Same dude's dog pilot. Supergirl's getting review bombed on IMDb. Again, the same old argument. The movie's not a 10, but you don't complain about the 1,100 people giving it a 10. The movie's objectively not a 10.
Actually, no, he did, though. He does actually complain about the 10. He actually did complain about it. I can't believe I'm over here defending Joe. Here, I'll pull up the tweet again. I'm defending Joe right now. What the fuck is wrong with me? I just got done ripping him a new asshole a little bit ago. What is this? But he did complain about it being people giving it a 10 out of 10. Let me pull up Angry Joe. Scrolling. Oh, we got a new joke. No, we don't. Okay, never mind. Ignore what I was about to say. Ignore it. It was nonsense. I was stupid. But he did. He actually did complain about that. Yeah, happened with Superman 2. He wasn't woke and weak. Same dude's dog piloted. Fox News hated it. Again, on political lines. Plus, Snyder Freaks tried hard to bring it down. Couldn't. Ignore the ones and tens. He literally complained about the tens as well, dude. So you're stupid enough to do that.
It's objectively not a 9 or an 8. If you're a super Supergirl fan, you could maybe give it a 7 if you're being honest.
You don't know. You didn't see the movie.
So just as many ridiculous 10s are outweighed by ridiculous ones, so they wash each other out. I think that, like, it's weird. I thought he had this, like, here. Even Sloth knows you point to the Superman symbol. You don't push your chest together. Just hey, thanks for your gay advice, that Star Wars girl. What? I'd say thanks for the views too. But let's be honest, you're all mostly a pick-me girl. The traffic is coming from the boys. Keep it up, y'all. I mean, she's married with at least one kid. And like, that is such a weird point that like Joe is always, he really shouldn't say this stuff. Like,
yes, because it shows that he's male feminist energy through and through. That was the joke here. Everybody figure that shit out. What is your take? What is your take on all this?
If you're really a ally, like he says, why do you attack other women's? He's upset that people are attacking her looks, Supergirl's looks. But you're attacking
because he's a male feminist. Done.
That Star Wars girl as a quote pick-me girl, which I don't think she is. She's
listen. She's not a pick-me. but she knows what her assets gets. She's well aware.
Talented. She does good cosplay. She's an artist. And she's a content creator in her own right. Just because she's not as big as Neurotics doesn't mean she's not good. Gross picture. I mean, it's...
Wait, did you just say gross picture? What did he just say?
Just because she's not as big as Neurotics doesn't mean she's not good. Gross picture.
No, that's a funny picture. That's not gross. That's hilarious right there. What are you on about, dude? That's a funny freaking picture. Because it's what he's doing. He does this motion. It's him pushing his titties together. It's funny.
I mean, it's not... I mean, look, if you like Supergirl, go see the movie. I wouldn't go out of my way
No. I'm gonna say this. If you like Supergirl, stay away from this movie. It's that bad.
to see this. I wouldn't suggest...
Wait, one more time.
It's not... I mean, look, if you like Supergirl, go see the movie. I wouldn't go out of my way to see this.
But yeah, you keep acting like you did go see it. You keep acting like you did talk about it. You just said, if people are being honest, they give it a 7 out of 10. How? You didn't see the movie. This is the thing that I'm getting annoyed with this video. You keep acting like you saw the movie. You act like you didn't see the movie. You then act like you saw the movie again. What are you even talking about, dude? You didn't see the movie. Just be honest that you didn't watch it.
I wouldn't suggest anybody. Oh my god, Ingrid Joe savagely attacks Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers and Disparu.
I freaked out there.
With a different opinion about whether or not it matters if Millie says Supergirl could go. I mean, like, just too angry. Just too
It's very similar to what you did.
angry. But, you know, nobody's surprised that we got absolute trash from Hollywood on another garbage superhero film. Hey, if you go out and see it and you like it, I always want to remind people, don't let other people take that away from you. Enjoy it. If you like it.
If you like it, you deserve to be in a mental institution.
If you don't like it, don't give them your money. If you're on the fence about it, wait to watch it for free. Otherwise,
you can't watch it for free. The only way to watch it for free is to yo-ho-ho it. Your argument that people could watch it for free is if they subscribe to Max. That's your fucking argument. You're still paying for it. There's no watching shit for free.
we'll keep getting more garbage pushed down our throats. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you real soon.
What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Dude, like, even you covering the Angry Joe crash out, this was bad. You barely went through his tweets. You said nothing of substance. You constantly contradicted yourself. And then you do like, oh, it's just too angry, dude. You're just too angry. Yes, you laugh at that shit. You said gross. Mind you, okay? Mind you. He said gross about that picture, okay? He said gross about the picture of him pushing his titties together. That's why you made it your thumbnail. You said gross about this picture, yet you made it your thumbnail. You have no actual substance there. You had nothing to actually talk about. You barely read his tweets. Dude, you're fucking retarded. There's no benefit to anything you just said. What the hell are you even discussing? I talked about the Angry Joe stuff. I've gone through it, and I read through his tweets and pointed out how it doesn't make any sense. You read through one thing, like, oh, you're just too angry. You're just too angry. Dude, get over your fucking self. Like, it's nothing. And again, you said you're out there going like, hey, I'm not aligned with these people at all, but Joe should come on my channel so we could talk about this. What are you even discussing? Jeremy has bigger tits than that. No, that's also true. I have some pretty large tits, you know. I have some pretty long ones. So Angry Joe is the Bizarro Jer. You know what? Not a bad take. No, actually, no. Yeah, not a bad take. Because I was about to go like, okay, let's take a look at their numbers. Joe did have a really good video here recently. Joe also had a good video here recently. And when it came to Jer had good videos too recently. And now he's back down to shit. Man, his Carmelo grift is fucking him. It ain't working anymore, dude. The Carmelo grift ain't working no mores. It's so over. It's over. Bad Jeremy is desperate for anyone to go on his channel to bring views. Reminder, guys. This week, earlier in the week, he openly said that there would end up being a Tobuscus was going to come on this week. He was going to come on Tuesday or Thursday. He was going to come on. They got him. Didn't show up Tuesday. And if memory serves, because I did check out a lot on Jer this week. I'll fully admit to that. I needed my detox. I needed some time away. I needed a detox because I was getting burnt out. And I come back and Toby never showed up. I don't even think they did the Thursday afternoon stream. Didn't stream Friday. It's like, okay, no content. Toby might show up this week, but no. Jeremy was dreaming of Jer. No, what it was, and I have another Jer segment. One last Jer segment, and then I'm done with the Jer for right now. What it was essentially, I watched so much so much Jer, that when I woke up in the morning, I was listening to Jer every day. And then it just became like this constant stream of, I'm sick of listening to you talk. I need to go away for a while. It just wouldn't stop. And then I would be sitting there listening to other people, and I would just forget what was happening. It was like the same shit over and over and over again. And I just got so bored with it. There was no content. It was nothing of value. And I just got sick of it. So I needed to step away, because the next time I listened to his voice, I was about to crash out. Yes, I went into geralytic shock. Yes, I did. It was that bad. But real quick, guys, we got Desiree with a $10. Says, you needed a Jer detox, LOL. Yes, I did. I needed that detox. It was so fucking bad. Because once you get into that point where you're just constantly indulging in Jer content, I got sick of it. I got just so sick of it, because I'm sitting there listening through hours and hours and hours of nothing in hopes I'll find something. And there were some times where I didn't find anything. So I just gave up. And what I did this past week, you want to know what I did? Other than watching all of Scream, every Scream movie. The last 3 Screams are shit, by the way. 5, 6, and 7, not good movies. But other than that, other than like watching Fringe and like detoxing on some shit, I went back to Geeks and Gamers. I went back to FNT. I went back to the real BBC. I started watching shit that I really enjoy and creators I really enjoy, because I needed to step away from it all. Because you can't constantly indulging in this shit. It can make you feel nasty inside, and just you start hating everything that's going on. So I needed to step away. I was getting burnt out, and it was starting to show up. Like, I needed some time away. So there was that. That's why I'm glad PPP and Andy do it, so we don't have to. And also, like, here's the thing. Like, Don Flurgandy, Misty Mochi, Luther Morgan, they're doing it in a fun, enjoyable way now with their style, like actually tackling some of the stuff, like the Coffee Brand Coffee and things like that. And that is perfect for them. I like to just point a lot. And I see, hey, Darian. Oh, hey, Jessica. Hey, Derby, I'm part of the reply crew. Focus on stuff you like. Otherwise, you'll end up in a straitjacket. Yep. You just need to step away sometimes. Luther's videos are great, too. Yeah, I love listening to their videos. It's just, that's not where I'm at. Like, they have some great coverage. He has great coverage. I'm just not like that. So I needed to, just step away a little bit and reset, because if I start hating it, one of my things as well is if I start hating what it is that I'm covering, I'm not going to give you guys good content. And I'm here to try to give you guys good content, great show, have you guys have fun. If I'm not having fun, I don't think you guys are having fun. So I step away for a while and I come back. That's how I like to do this stuff. And there's certain things that people talk about that I might be interested in, but I know I'm not designed to talk about that stuff. Like some of the things that Ryan talks about, for example, RK Outpost. He talks about some of the nitty gritties of, the marketing and movies and shit like this. He can talk about it all the time. I'm not good at that, so I go away. I can talk about the big subject overall, but I can't do like some of the minutia details. I know what my strengths and weaknesses are. When you talked about Batman and Batman Beyond stuff, that's very helpful with connecting with us and improving your sanity. Yeah. That's the best way to be Dermy. Yeah. And that's also why we have one more little Jer segment to do. because I can't believe he did this. I can't believe this is something that he did on stream. It's just two quick clips, but it's so fucking sleazy and disgusting. But that's also why I wanted to like step away. So I made the schedule the way it is now. So moving forward real quick, the schedule is going to be Tuesdays, Thursdays, Friday, Saturday. Okay. I'm streaming 4 days a week. Once House of the Dragon is done, I'll bring back a Sunday stream. Once Lanterns starts, I think Lanterns is going to be on like Thursdays or something like that. I'll probably step away so I can do Lanterns and review Lanterns. So it's going to be stuff like that. Sorry about that. I had to tickle again. There's going to be like moments like right now I'm in review heavy season. So there's going to be a couple reviews tomorrow night. Not only do I have House of the Dragon to watch, which I was supposed to bring up on yesterday on stream, but we didn't get a chance to cover that. But like we're watching House of the Dragon a little bit. I need to make my Supergirl review. There's going to be things like that coming up. So I'm going to try to like work that into the schedule. There will be a few Saturdays I have to take off and stuff like that. But I needed some time away. So this way I can have like Mondays and Wednesdays. I can focus in on other content, making a video, doing stuff like that. And just being able to also have my detox times. Because if you don't have a detox time, you start getting upset and you start hating what it is that you're doing. Medieval Spawn says, really, you can't believe he shows he's a POS. Where are you worldwide so I can change my world clock? I'm Central Time Zone for international fans. I'm Central Time Zone, so essentially like if you look up like that's kind of where it is. You know, Chicago's a good way to actually try to base off what your time zone is. But I'll always enjoy roasting Jerry, yes. Have you seen Spider-Man Noir? No, I haven't. I need to. I should detox and go to the Ren Fair. Nah. Just your city. Essentially, like, Wichita would be the better way to, like, judge it. But Wichita is in the same time zone as Chicago. So, like, a lot of the people, when they do time zones and stuff, Chicago. So if you throw in Chicago, because that's Central Time Zone, you'll be able to figure it all out. So, Spider-Man Noir is fun. Okay, I'll check it out. Jeremy lives with the Natters. Okay, so Chicago saying that is an Aussie accent feels weird. It probably is. It probably does sound weird. But Central Time Zone is the correct thing to do. Central Time Zone IIRC says Legatus Legionist. Yep. But that's so like Mondays and Wednesdays are gonna and Sundays are kind of gonna be Sundays not really, because Sundays there's gonna be a lot of work behind the scene, but Monday and Wednesdays are detox. You need to get out of it. Oh god, it could drive you insane. Natters, longest sound, tornadoes. Oh, naders. Yeah, Tornado Land. I do live in like Tornado Valley. It's the weirdest thing. When you talk to people, they talk about like Tornado Valley and shit like that. And it's like, Tornado Valley isn't that deranged. It is what it is. We can hope Dermy starts singing, making karaoke music videos. I request. So actually, Toronto Thrash, there was on the last streams that we did on Fridays called Ballbusters. Towards the end, we started doing Friday night Dermy karaoke's, which was once a month, and I did sing on stream. I would do that. You can go look those up. They're not good. It's bad. It's all awful. But I'm not going to do karaoke unless there's like good chunks of money. Good chunks. But let's do this last Jer segment, and then we might start wrapping it up. How will the markets look tomorrow? I don't know. I'm not looking forward to House of the Dragon. I'm not. House of the Dragon season 2 was already, but season 3, it started off so boring, and one of the few characters left is one of the few characters that I liked is dead now. So it's like, what? I don't even care. I want them all to die. They're all awful. You've been killing it. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Mr. Bentham. I will. I live in a trailer. I'm not scared of hurricanes. Live in North Carolina, but I'm terrified of tornadoes. Living in Tornado Alley. So I live like in the main area where tornadoes are supposed to happen, they're not that. They are scary, but at the same time, they happen. So when you get to a position of where you're just dealing with them on a day-to-day basis or like a yearly basis, the joke that people go outside to watch them is true. Literally a reality. Illinois and Indiana have been getting them all this year. Isn't that also because of the Great Lakes? Wait, where is Indiana? I don't know. Excellent. I will search later. House of the Dragon new season debut last week or 2 weeks ago. It debuted just last Sunday. Last Sunday was season 3. It's sorry, you mistake me for an intellectual. Tornadoes freak you out. I've seen the true and factual movie Twister. They can be scary, but at the same time, you know, when the storms are barreling down upon you, you get your lawn chair out and you sit back, you crack open a beer and go like, let's just watch it. There was a picture out there. I don't know if I could find it, but it's just some dude sitting in his lawn chair. No, he's mowing his lawn and there's a Twister in the background. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of how it is. We don't, if it comes our way, we'll run to our cellars. If not, no big deal. So, let's do this last segment real quick though. So we have this, I don't know how many people saw this. This is so fucking creepy. And I don't even have like the full version of this, but Jer was talking about, is it Caitlin Clark? Yeah, Caitlin Clark got punched in the throat during all this, but what he started saying and talking about was fucking creepy because he discussed this and then went into a weird area.
And
here, I'm gonna have to boost the audio because it's from Hotep, so give me a second to be right about there. Let's start it over. What the fuck's happening? There we go.
This happens every night to Caitlin Clark, by the way. This isn't just like, oh, it happened last night. If you follow Caitlin Clark, which I do passively, mostly so I can see clips of Sophie Cunningham being hot and hilarious.
Hot and hilarious. Okay.
Caitlin Clark's skill is undeniable, but I'm more interested in Sophie Cunningham.
Already, you can see the face. You can see the face. I don't have the long clip because I know there's a longer clip of this, but this is him talking about Sophie Cunningham. This is creepy. Just watch his face. Already, this is like, dude, stop. This is creepy, dude. This is not the face you would be making.
Here and see how we can do better.
It is only why is that only coming out of one side of my headset?
But,
what the fuck?
Moving forward, shit, we're grown women. Stop being so sensitive on both ends.
Well, mine's
I mean, shout out Sophie Cunningham. I mean, come on.
Look at that face. Look at that fucking face. Look at him.
You know,
this is creepy, dude. This is some real creepy shit.
Gotta, you know, by the way, she's also like a black belt in Taekwondo.
Okay.
And,
you gotta get clipped.
Oh, we're just, you know, well, let's see what's going on here. Okay, there's Sophie.
Dude. Look at that. That is the face of creeper. This is a creeper.
Shout out Sophie Cunningham. But anyway.
Dude, you were practically gooning there. That's disturbing to see. That's like, yes, oh, look at her. No, you don't do that, dude. Don't be creeping on women on stream. There's ways to do it that are respectful, that aren't that creepy. You know, if Sydney Sweeney was on stream, I'd go like, yeah, she hot. I'd just be doing, I would not be like, that's creepy. That's disturbing. This is why you got banned from the Ren Fair. Hit the wrong button. This is why you got banned. It's creepy shit like that. She's an athlete. He's a state puff. He's a Stay Puff Marshmallow Man. He's not worth us. Oh God. None of us like that, by the way. Yes. Nobody likes that. There's one thing with admiring an attractive woman. There's another thing with doing. That's where it's like, dude, you need to stay away. Stay away. Get away. Go, 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 go. Like you could do this in a fun way, in an interesting way. That's like, like look at that. Look at her. You know, like there's that. And then that's, yeah, look at her. You would probably love that. Wait, what? I saw somebody brought up Jera's making do until Chrissy Mara moves in and is his co-host. Creeping on anyone is grounds for a restraining order. Yes. Yes. Yes, but in the meantime, guys, that's practically all I had for tonight. I didn't have a whole lot because, again, I needed the reset. Most of my things right now are Angry Joe. There might be a few other topics that I'll start bringing in. A couple other things I could do and talk about because I have some stuff. I could find some stuff. Just I needed the time away, so we'll start working in some new stuff. I'm working in some new people as well. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. In the meantime, guys, Flashcast time. Yes, he should be on YouTube. So let's see. I know he goes over to Rumble, but because Flashcast should be on, let me see if he's still on YouTube. Let me see. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna raid into Flashcast on YouTube. Kick buddies, kick partners, kick individuals. Trying to get my buttons. Host channel. I don't think Flash streams on. Let me double check. Yellow Flash. Yeah, he doesn't share his to Kick. So on Kick, we're gonna raid into my buddy Drunken Emerald Arrow because they're doing something over there. I think they're watching Star Trek, it looks like. So you guys could go hang out with him. But in the meantime, guys, you all have a lovely night. Have a lovely day wherever in the world that you guys might be at. I'll see you on the next one, guys, and bye for now.